Bam, bam, bam. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Welcome to the Crypto Lifer Show, baby. Let's go on a Saturday night. Let's do it. Shout out to everybody here on the live, banging on them to the upside. Let's get you up out of your seat. That music got you going. Wanted to blast you. Shout out to everybody here. Let's put the lemon into the water. Let's stay hydrated and decalcify that pineal gland. And let's have a sip. Less lemon in the water than in the morning. You know what I mean? Stay hydrated. Let's talk about it. Shout out to everybody here. If you're in my trading group, we banged on them again today on a Saturday to the upside. Bitcoin flat, right? If you were watching my live stream, where was I here? Not on the perpetual. Let's duplicate this for a second. But on the Binance chart, I gave you a green box this morning suggesting where Bitcoin would be when we came back today, right? And let's talk about it. Let's break it down out of that 3-day chart, and let's see. Here's my green box. Let's go to the 15-minute. Almost made it, right? And I knew Bitcoin, well, the charts told me Bitcoin was just going to go sideways all day long, you know, and range in between these two areas. You know, if you wanted to take a short or long in the tiny areas, you can, but there was no need, in my humble opinion, right? Nothing was happening, right? We didn't get a pump up. We didn't get a pump down. Sideways price action. How did I know it was sideways? Well, Saturdays are mostly going to be sideways. You're not going to get the propulsion of liquidity on either end to get the market maker too excited. And you're also going to get certain people out of the market. They're busy with their families, and guys with big money aren't sitting at their desks like they are playing the stock market, you know, at the hedge fund and all that. So just less people playing with the charts, period. If we take a look here at BOOKMAP, right, which is going to break it down. BOOKMAP is showing liquidity to the downside and to the upside either way. We see more liquidity down at about 27,000. You know what I mean? But at the same time, we have some cherry picking here up to 28.5. We could get a move up to 28.5. Right now, they got us in a holding pattern, which is usual for a Saturday. There's my green box for this morning's update, where I said we'd likely end up in the green box. We almost made it into the green box, and I made it a little longer. But the idea is we were going to go sideways into this idea. The 15-minute is high. Do we come back down to the bottom of the pattern here? As this morning, we made a move further up, came back down. That's really all that happened. 860 up to about 960. $100 move, right? And you could have traded, look, low stochastics from the bottom of the pattern to the top of the pattern. Bit of a double bottom type of feel. But that really was it. Right now, we're getting resistance by this point of control, which is the red line on the VRVP. That's giving us a bit of trouble here for Bitcoin, all right? So that's kind of what's going on. Where do I see us going tonight and into tomorrow morning for the update? Well, the 1 hour is pushing to the upside. It did get somewhat of a move back off the lows, right? Because you would think, low 1 hour, could you get a move to the upside? But the 4 hour itself is overbought. And look at, you got a huge wick to the downside, and you got some wicks here. Not a huge, that's not a bullish sign, right? In general. So we'll go from there. However, we do, you have a bit of resistance. You got to take out this high. The way I see it, you have a high, you have a lower high. You technically have lower lows in a row. You have a high, lower low. You have a high, you have a higher low. And then you have higher lows in the way. You got to take out this high at 28,300 to the upside. That's the level that you need to break above to remain bullish. You got a gap here in the VRVP as well, and you have this little node which says we might be able to get this punch to the upside. And, BOOKMAP has the liquidity up there saying we could get to 28,007, 28.8, even maybe froth over to 29K. So it's there. There's a chance, but there's no guarantees. All right. MEXC is great. The other platform I use for trading with the VF. Yeah, and then, honestly, thank you so much, Sean. God bless you. Appreciate everybody here on the live. I got to get you on your toes. Yeah, no VPN needed. That's the thing. I don't like VPNs when I'm trading a market because I don't want to have like an issue in the middle of the order, right? But it all depends. Wow, and here we are, man. What's the difference between a fairy tale and a sea tale? You know the difference? A fairy tale and a sea tale. And there we were. That's it. That's the difference. All right. If you don't get it, I'm sorry. I didn't get it for a long time. All right. It's not the best joke. It's a good joke. Shout out to everybody here. If you want to join the trading group, go to CryptoLifer.com. CryptoLifer.com and check it out, or go to MEXC Actually, that's not working right now, so hold on. We'll do that later. I'll get the right link. Somehow that's not working for me. But if we get the HTTP, cryptolifer.com, it saves us money, Sean. So we should do what saves us money. Logically, if we could. Join the trading group, hit the Discord link, hit the MEXC. MEXC is amazing. Fly high, Mr. Jimmy. Shout out to Crypto Bear Baker. God bless you. Thank you for always reminding me of my dad and keeping my dad's memory alive, man. God bless you. Shout out to all the sponsors of the channel. ITrust Capital, we greatly appreciate you. ITrust Capital, a place where you can move your IRA, Roth IRA, into a crypto IRA. You even have gold and silver access. It makes you a versatile, amazing. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. I don't think I say it should be taken as financial advice, but it does make you versatile, and it's pretty awesome. So look, almost in my green box there on the 4-hour time frame. So close. I had it so close. Funny. Let's get rid of the box. We don't need it right now. Where do I see us tomorrow where I wake up? Well, the 1 hour could push us to the upside. Right now, we are kind of a bit of a double bottom here, right? Holding that level. 1, 2. Could we push to the upside? The measured move would take us somewhere to 28,002. And I tell you, the weekly resistance is 28,080. If we can get above that, that's going to be a beautiful move to the upside. I bashfully am in a long right now. It's tiny, $136 at 13x leverage. It's up 80 cents. Right? I've been in it all day. I opened it at like, I think, I don't know, 11 in the morning. It's been flat all day long. All right? So we go to the sideways action here. Same idea on the perp, you know? I'd like to see this come back down and get an entry here on the 4-hour time frame. So in a beautiful world, and that's the thing, you could set up your trading style. Like in a beautiful world, I'd like the 4-hour to come back down here. Why that's not likely? Look at this 12-hour. 12-hour looks interesting to me, and we'll look at the bigger time frames without all my mess on it. Right now, I just want to show you this small time frame, and then we'll break it down. And this is it is a cup and handle that could break to the upside, but yet a jagged. I never tested the idea when the handle like the cup actually breaks. Never tested that, so, you know. But it has cup and handle vibes. It's going sideways. The 1 hour pushing up, but what I eventually see is we get curved, we do a double top, and then the 1 hour and the 4 hour bring us back down. This would be key. If I can get an entry right here, oh my gosh, at 27,740, oh my God, there's support there. It's an area that I've watched before. So I'm looking if this can Bart Simpson, maybe shoulder, head, and right shoulder. This could be making a right shoulder here, right? Let me show you more in depth. And remember, people come here to watch what I'm saying. This is not what I'm saying. This is what my subconscious mind is saying. I've fed my mind so much information over time that this is just what my subconscious mind is saying. And I'll tell you why, because so many times I've done this. I've done 1,000 days of TA, right? 1,000 without a day off. Think about it. And there's days when I wake up and my mind is, your mind, you get lost in your own mind. Everybody does. And think about it, through the days, 40, 50, 60 days, there's that one day where I'm just like, I wake up late. I'm just like, I throw on a suit and tie. I make it in front of the live. I'm just like, you know, I was maybe trading the night before. And I just start blah, 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 blah. And next thing you know, the market goes, you know, where I said it. And because I'm not using my brain, like my brain's cooked. My subconscious mind has already been rewired. Like, so I know this sounds crazy and most people are like, oh, but I'm trying to tell you something. When you watch this live stream, you're not even getting what I believe is going to happen. I have no clue. It's what years and years of conditioning to my brain is showing you what is likely going to happen. So who knows, right? But 15 years in the charts will do that to you. So I'm seeing if this right shoulder will be made, right? Now, it would be awesome if you boost up with this last bit of 1 hour time frame. Then if this resets, you make some type of flag here, and then you can get in on a retest here on the 15 or the 7. That could be interesting too as well, all right? So I do hold along, but I preferably would like to see this come back down, and I'd like to double down or even triple down, maybe quadruple down. Turn that $100 position into a $5, maybe $1,000 position. If we come back down into this key area, that'd be really nice. So that's something I'm looking at, all right? I'm planning out a trade. Now, if it doesn't happen, we can boom out here and get a retest. So I'd like to double down there or there. Right now, we're kind of in indecision, all right? And that's how I play it. I have a plan. Make sure you have a plan. Shout out to Waz Tree. Hola. Shout out to all my holas. Shout out to all my Sin City crypto people out there. God bless you all. Moment of silence. Dear Lord, please take care of Robin. Made sure that he recovered okay. I know he's in the hospital for a while. We could have lost him. He said it was near death. Moment of silence. Or just a prayer for Robin. Keep him healthy and make him bounce back 100%. and may know ever issues later on in his life due to whatever occurred there. God bless you, Robin, and your family, and your Sin City Crypto channel, and all your people, man. Amen. All right. So look, let's keep looking here. So that's it. I mean, there's really nothing else to talk about, right? I've given you when I'm thinking out loud in my mind. I want this to be a right shoulder, rejected by the point of control, come back down here and roll over. We'd like the 7 in the 15 minute to be high for this to occur. That's what likely could be happening. And then if you look at this, you could be in like what looks like, somewhat of a rising wedge. It could break out parabolic, right? But rising wedges break down 68% of the time. I do like how the moving averages are getting tight, though, and you're about to get a golden cross there. So that tells me there may be some bullishness occurring, all right? Not 100%. They can be latent, but that's interesting. That could start to be breaking out. Look, it looks like it may. Let's zoom in there. So it looked like it tried to break out here a little bit, came back down, and it's kind of hovering above this channel. Let's take a look at this. Very interesting. Let's see if there's any, I'm looking for your gap here. We'll see there. I mean, you have an imbalance here. This candle did not touch that candle. That's your block, right? So right here, that's that institutional level that they're likely going to go into, because this candle did not touch that candle, right? I'm a beginner, though, so I'm not 100% at this. I'm using some of Life of Friends strategies. But that idea there is this could be a block that we get scooped up to, because this candle did not hit this candle, and that's a gap, all right? An inefficiency. That's what's called an inefficiency, correct? How am I doing? Could you look at the SBR? Prayers to Big Rob. God bless you, man. Shout out to Vitality B, man. God bless you. No breaking down. It's time to go up. There's a chance we do get a move to the upside, but look at that curving stochastic. Tells me to be wary. The lack of bullish momentum tells me to be wary, but lack of bearish momentum too. So lack of momentum on either side. Lackluster. I wouldn't be surprised if we just kind of slowly go down and we just stay sideways and we wake up tomorrow just still inside this pattern. And it does kind of make somewhat of a right shoulder to the upside. But be careful. I'm still long. You're like, well, I'm long in case. I got a long in case because I don't see a lot of violent movement to the downside. If anything, I see slow movement and sideways down. And if we get a move, we get a move to the upside, right? So likely that you may get a little push into the zone. A snappy candle, right? Okay. So just a quick reminder, on Monday, the 9th is a bank holiday. JPY, USDK markets are closed. Possible escalation this week. Money will be printed. Scalp on Lena and BLZ for gains for night. Life revision, baby, all day long. Discipline, knowledge, and knowing when to trade. Amen. Holy moly. What are you on? I don't make video. Yo, this guy's funny. You're funny. Holy moly, you're funny, right? Shout out to everybody here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. May God bless each and every one of you for jumping on in. All right. Do we snap up to liquidity at 27,900? That would be awesome. All right. 27,998, but it wouldn't be huge. All right. Indicator says we're not going to make it. We're going to get rejected. Fall back to the bottom of the pattern because we're overbought on the stochastics, but you never know. All right. What this could do is this could be this. We could start making this complex inverted head and shoulder to give us a break on out. And then that could be an ascending triangle. But we'll go from there. Right now, I see Bitcoin going sideways or to the downside. I do have a long open, but that doesn't mean I'm so excited about it. It means I'm just ready to build my position. All right. And I'm not at high risk. All right. So just, wasn't a big day for gains, but it was fun. Let's look at idea. Let's talk about it. Let's break it down. I put this out to my trading group when it was sitting right here about to break out. Why? Well, I do the same thing over and over again. Let's show you what I was looking at. First thing I looked at was the 1 hour time frame. All right. And when I was looking at it, all right, about 4 hours ago, when I posted it to the trading group, so I'm scanning the market looking for what I look for. And, I saw the MACD. I don't really, I just want to let you know, I don't give a dang what the MACD really shows. If all my indications come, I want to see an addition. But if I see a strong move on the stochastics, the MACD will bend. I just want to let you know. Back in the day, there used to be like a MACD would have a bearish signal, the stochastics would have a more bullish signal, and I'd be like, what do? Always take the signal of the stochastic. Trust me. Stochastic trumps the MACD every single time. I can say that and I'm sure there's a time here and there, but it's just very rare that you're going to see the stochastic Wrong, right? So look, I saw this bend. I saw that this had just got above. Look, this is what I want. See the moving averages on the RSI? See how the RSI just got above the yellow line? We'll double click this. See how we got above that? That's a good sign that a big move is coming. This will cross the dotted line, the average first, the moving average, and then you'll get usually a pump. It's a nice leading indicator when that crosses the dotted line. So that told me there was likely a move coming, and that was with that first initial pump. An idea looked like it was going to make a bit of a move here, right? And then so I just grabbed the measured move, boom, boom, and it said maybe, it said there was a chance of about 44% gains coming. So you set your limit orders, you get, stop loss to break even. Set this up nicely. Thanks for all you do, Lifer. Can we check to see if there's a bullish divergence on the weekly on Algorand? I think I see one if I'm not mistaken. Shout out to Joker NYC. We will take a look at that. God bless you. Let's do that right away for you. We'll do fast. So I see both Bitcoin pulling back on the 15 and the 7, just to make that clear. So if you're in a long, I do see Bitcoin pulling back. That's the most likely scenario. All right, and we'll go from there. Let's take a look at Algo, USDT. Okay, and we'll look at it on MEXC. And he says the weekly. And all we really need to do is look at the div. I mean, it's somewhat. Yeah, I mean, right here. Yeah, you got it. Yep. Swing up to swing up, swing down. That's weekly bullish div. That should be your bottom for Algo. That should be it. You should be no lower than 8 cents ever again. It should continue just to make a bowl now. For the next, basically 8 to 12 months, you should be bowling out all the way until possibly, September of next year. And by next year, you might be at like 12 or 13 cents ready for a big move up. Right? So just, be patient with your altcoins. They take their time. I wouldn't be surprised if this, and then you'll get your cup and handle. And honestly, you can just wait. I just wait for the cup and handles on these. And then you draw your fib from here. Like, I already can see what's going to happen. And then, boom, there's going to be a blast. And that's going to be one of the bigger moves that it takes. I've watched this happen to hundreds of assets when they move out of a bear market into a bull market. Cake's a really good example. I'm going to give you a real-life example here that I lived through and traded through, which was awesome. All right. Cake on Binance, when it first came out, let's see, let's go back. Cake BTC, because it first had a BTC pair. So people don't realize, here we go. So Cake came down and it was bottoming out down here, right? So watch. I've watched so many coins come out of their bottoms now, and that's given me an up on the market because I've lived through how an asset channels its way out of a hole, right? If I had never went through this, I never would have known this information, right? Hold on, I got to go to the daily and find myself here. All right, so check it out. Assets bowl, they make these giant bowls before they get big right here. See, look. See it? So I remember when Cake was doing this, and everyone was like, should we get into Cake? And you could only get it for BTC pairs. It didn't even have a US Tether pair yet. Cake BTC. You can get it for BNB too. But the point is, eventually, it makes a candle, like a little handle here. And it will skyrocket out that cup and handle. Bang. And then sometimes it makes a secondary handle. I almost called it this is the ascending triangle. And you can see how the parabola began. And so I'm showing you altcoins too that are starting their parabolas. And I'm like, this thing is about to make a parabola because I've seen it. I've watched this happen. Right? Eventually it'll break the parabola. It'll do the blow off top. Step 1, step 2, step 3, 4, 5. And that thing is gone. Right? Find its level. Where does it find its level? From impulse. All right. To fib. I would take that candle body. I would be careful chasing that fib. And that's your 786 retracement. Bang. Falling wedge. All right. Okay. And then look here. This candle never hit this candle. There's your inefficiency. My man, look at you, man. You're making me blush, bro. But look, there's the inefficiency. You were going to go because this candle did not hit this candle. And that meant there was an inefficiency. Oh my God. Look at that. And your VRVP had you at hello too. You know what I mean? So if you use the moving averages, Fibonacci, add a little ICT if you need, smart money concepts, and then bang. I mean, look at that. I mean, that is just beautiful. You can't beat that. Okay. Parabola on CQT, I'm telling you, I've been seeing that and I've been talking about it. Let's take a look at Covalent. A lot of coins are getting ready for some type of big move, and that's why I put altcoins. I usually don't put altcoins in the title of the video. You've noticed that? Go look at all my videos. When's the last time you see I said altcoins to boom, you know? Not regularly, right? So look, I had Covalent here inside of this channel, and it's looking interesting to me. And the 4-hour is beginning to kind of channel up here. So let's look. This is what I'm looking at for Covalent. And I remove my moving averages so I can see with clarity. Thank you so much for that super chat. And we did confirm there is bullish divergence on the weekly for Algorand. That the 8 cents, unless we have a Black Swan event and the whole market tanks, 8 cents should be your bottom for Algo. I don't see how it goes any lower. So Covalent really could be getting the parabola, right? And my man, it's also been on token metrics. So they're spot on machine learning algorithm is honing in. And so here we go. I mean, the beginning, and that one matched. I never had it match so well, and that could be ready for a parabola too. A big move coming up for Covalent. I would watch Covalent closely. Now, if it loses this trend line, it's going to drop. Like, nothing is guaranteed. All right? Could be an earthquake tomorrow. We get hit by it. You know what I mean? Nothing is guaranteed. That's why even if you know where price action is going to a T, like, we could have the electricity could shut off. You know what I mean? Nothing is 100% guaranteed. All right. Bang, bang, bang. So let's take a look here. We put an alert here on, and we watch this puppy. All right. And now we start looking at the other time frames. Is the 20, we got the 12-hour does have room for a move. We did break this previous high. Did we come for a low? We could be making a bigger channel. All right. Stochastics are a little high for me. All right. Almost a bearish div. Look, that's swinging up. Well, it is a bearish divergence. MACD's a little high. So that tells me to be careful there. A little bearish div, and the MACD's a little too high for Covalent. So that tells me I got to be cautious. Daily looks interesting. 3 days a little too high for me and it's been pumping. Look, it's been pumping for a while now. So it may have to consolidate a little bit or come back down, I will be honest. Like, the weekend could give it a pump, so I'd watch it closely on the 1-hour time frame. But just know that the bigger time frames have a little bit of caution to them. As long as you hold this trend line, you're good, So it's a little more high risk, though. I would like the bigger time frames to be in a better shape, personally. Right? So that tells me that this could easily start to move down. But that's the possible trade. Willing to risk it for the biscuit. 4-to-1 risk-reward ratio, 12% for 50. That ain't too shabby. And a lot of times I've seen things just, they get that token metrics love and they start to make a move. The 1-hour looks interesting to me. Again, it has to get above the resistance at 14,593 for Covalent. Food companies making new lows, then even KO and Pep hitting new lows, which bounce off low Friday, which people can't drink or eat tech. GFAL. GFAL is my baby. It's been consolidating so nicely. I still hold a big old bag of this thing, right? So that's a fact. Factorus. Shout out to anyone trading MEXC Global with the kid. The kid is me. Yes, I'm still a kid. I'll never grow up. I'm a Toys R Us kid, right? But shout out to everybody here. I'm going to pin this message here. If you want to join MEXC with us, hit the link right here to MEXC. Why do I like MEXC? Well, I bought $500. Yeah, actually, I bought $5,000 worth of Bitcoin. When Binance US was all going under and stuff? I did. I liquidated a lot of stuff. And what I did is I moved that money into Bitcoin, right? And then I put just Bitcoin on a hardware. And when I did that, right, I bought a bunch of Bitcoin. 5,000 because I had when I moved it over, they gave me a high price because I didn't use the trade. I should have used like their spot trading, but I forgot. I thought I could just buy. And they added like a fee of a few $100 and they added the price to Bitcoin. So I ended up paying like $300 over the price for Bitcoin. It was horrible. And had I just sent the tether to MEXC and bought it, it would have been zero spot maker and taker fees. And then I could have sent the Bitcoin right off to my hardware wallet. So maker and taker fees are the best here, right? And they're international all around the world. No matter where you are, jump on into MEXC Global, all right? If it's applicable in your area, So shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. MEXC. And if you look at the spot here on MEXC, right? GFAL, an amazing coin. Like one of the first coins that I really got interested in. And Trip Hawkins, right? And you can see I'm holding a nice $3,300 worth of GFAL. This thing is a beautiful coin. I like it. I put my money where my mouth is. I like this coin. And we've been talking about it here on the channel for a long time. All right. Back to ID. So I see ID was about to break out. Looked nice to me. I switch over to the 15-minute. The 15-minute looks good too. Like, look, it was pointing up. Told me. And then there was lack of momentum on the MACD. See how the MACD was flat? That's what I'm using the MACD for. See right here before the pump, MACD was flat? See right here before the pump, MACD was flat? But see here when we were dumping, MACD was more bellied up. I'm just looking for flat MACD. When I see flat MACD, it tells me I'm so likely going to get my trade to the upside. When I see stochastics with an aggressive curve, when I see the RSI breaking above the medium line, okay, these are indications to me that something is about to go down. When I see the moving averages getting tight, right, the 50 coming up, this looked like a move was coming, all right? So all was kind of in tow. 7-minute looked interesting too. Everything was getting nice and tight inside the zone. And so we pressed play, and this thing would absolutely boom. And almost at the target, came very close for about 31% gains from IDEA. And that happened today, all right? You would have seen that in the trading group today. You would have seen that. So shout out to everyone that jumped in or out of that. God bless you all for being here, all right? We were looking at area. That's just sitting at this top level, looking pretty interesting to me. Like it may hold the zone. Area network, area on network, area. It's been more bearish getting sold to this zone. Feels like it's losing the trend. Like that's the one thing is like be true to your trends. Could still be holding though. See how oversold it is on the daily? It's lower than entry now. Entry was maybe 20, 19. But it's barely low, right? So this is something the bigger my risk, the less money I put in. So like say my stop loss is 5 or 10%. I'll put $5,000. My stop loss is 30. I'll put in like $1,000 or $500. And then if we get above a certain area, I'll continue to add into the trade. The key is not to lose money. I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I'm saying you should be taking as financial advice. But my goal is to not lose money. All right? Not lose money. That's the goal. All right? Getting a little push for Bitcoin. Look at that. Little pumpage. Little pumpy easy. Look, I must be up in the trade somewhat. Oh my gosh, I'm up $1.50. $1.50. Just think what I could do with that $1.50. A move. Ooh, a short squeeze is coming. Are they going to give us a Saturday night short squeeze? Only time will tell. We'll see. Scalp on Lena and BLZ for gains for the night for life revision. God bless you, man. I love you for saying that. Scalp on Lena and BLZ, my man. Crypto Plumber. MYRIA had a nice rounded bottom forming on the weekly. Can we look at it? It has a 100 to 200x potential. Let's take a look at MYRIA on CoinMarketCap. We'll break down the look of it, the talk of it, the walk of it. Let's see what's going on here. A new coin. How many people here never heard of MYRIA? I think I just heard about it like a few days ago. It passed, but I never really deep dived it. How many people don't know what MYRIA is? $6.7 million market cap. You're getting the goods right now. This is the channel where you're going to look back 2-3 years from now and you're going to be like, man, we heard about that coin on that channel before everyone else. We heard of it. This is a deep dive channel where you go on a journey with me every single day on the live. You go on a trading journey, whether we win or lose on Bitcoin, whatever coin we're finding, right? And then you go on a deep dive journey with me finding coins. I always am finding a new coin, assessing the situation, looking at the white paper, breaking down the market, the supply, all that. All right, right off the bat, we got 4 billion MYRIA. Only 8% is out. This thing could dump, right? You have 92% of the circulating supply that has not been put out yet. Fully diluted, we 85 million, and you're at $6 million market cap. So right off the bat, that tells me to be careful. Not a lot of the coin is out yet, right? So I just, it makes me a little weary. All right, a little weary. It's not the worst thing in the world. It's on KuCoin. It's on Bitmart, BingX, MEXC. BingX has a lot of little coins. That's good to know. Okay. Thinking of moving into BingX. Talks of BingX in the works. The harmony between scalability and security is moot. However, if it develops under leverage it, they affect MYRIA's suite of developer tools. So what is MYRIA? It's an Ethereum layer 2 scaling solution purpose-built to scale NFTs, blockchain, gaming, and more. Its scaling solution, built in partnership with Starkware, offers instant trade confirmation, zero gas fee when minting and trading NFTs without compromising the security of users' assets. MERIA is L2 developed using Starkware's Stark Power, utilizes zero-knowledge rollup technology. And that's why I see a lot of the supply isn't out yet. It's going to be used for a lot of things. So the price may not be amazing, but it looks like it could be useful. Once it becomes useful and more of the tokens are out, then it will really start to kind of produce. This may take a year or two for it to fully develop into fruition. Maybe $500 of this, I put in a hardware wallet and never think about it again, could turn into some big money. It could 100x, right? At a small market cap. At the same time, it could take some time, and it's extremely high risk. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not telling you to do that. That's something I'm just thinking about on my own. Only got an Ethereum contract address. I really like when a coin has a BNB, an Ethereum, a Matic, a Polygon. I'm not a huge fan when it doesn't. Mint common and rare assets to your MERIA wallet. You can now receive your common and rare rewards to your MERIA Layer 2. Join the Discord. Follow us on Twitter, right? Upcoming games, AB Cricket Game, Meta Rush, Verse, see more games. Become a MERIA node owner and receive rewards. Website looks interesting. Goldman Sachs there. MERIA's been built on an all-star team, over 150 people united with common vision of revolutionizing gaming with a blockchain technology, founded by leading gaming and blockchain industry veterans. Looks okay. Something, I don't know. There's something about it. I can't explain it. Something about it has me kind of just, little smoke and mirror there, in my humble opinion. Bitcoin getting the move to the upside here. That long starting to play out. And that's that rising wedge breaking to the upside there. See that? It's literally getting pulled into the inefficiency. Master friend. Take the class tomorrow and learn what I'm talking about when I talk about what an inefficiency is. Take the class tomorrow with Master Friend. All right? Don't play yourself. Even I learned, and I'm an old boy. All right? If I can do it, you can do it. If I've traded for 15 years and can still pick up some tricks from other traders, so can you. Don't be afraid. Fear is a fake emotion acting real. You know what I mean? Bang. If anything, I hate to say this, but war is always good for Bitcoin because when there's war, people need to move. And when people need to move, they can't get to their bank accounts. They can't get to places, but cryptocurrency becomes an accessible piece of a fleeing man. All right? So, God bless everybody here. Crypto Lifer, waiting for that wick you called, but got it at 27,850. Long it, baby. The gains for now and 2 longs now on 2 exchanges. Stop loss in again. Bang. AVAX has a rounded bottom recently. Possible bottom for AVAX. Will war on Israel affect it? War usually is good for Bitcoin. I hate to say it. I don't like that. I don't want any war to be good for anything. And I shouldn't say it's not good for Bitcoin. It's good for any asset that can be easily transferable and kept secret. Think about it. Like, Nazi Germany, what would have been better? All your money under the mattress or Bitcoin in your brain? Like, think about it. I mean, and shout out to anyone that was affected still to this day. And, that was a horrible, I'm not, I don't want to bring it up conversationally. But what I mean is, in times of dire need, cryptocurrency really shows, its true colors come out and you find out what it really was made for. You're like, wow, that's why crypto can be amazing. So. The next GFAL, let me see what he said. I want to see what he just said about GFAL. Next GFAL unlock is 13th of this month. Waiting for it for the drop. Interesting. Right? Might want to take some profits on GFAL. You never know, though. It had some drops before. It didn't affect it too hard, right? So we'll see. It could actually make people buy it all up. Pulse Chain, PRS, Advice, Bitcoin, USD. I don't know what that means, Advice. What is Advice? I don't know what that means. All right. Flying Blind Bird, my man. Let's go. Nostalgic. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. When we achieve the greatness of the lifers, you will learn that the 99 gives you knowledge of the trades with amazing lifers. Yeah. Render looking good the last couple of days. Render's been hot. It's on our radar as a definitely coin to pay attention to. RPP charts looks like a rug, though. Yeah. I still see this as a rejection of this top channel and overbought stochastics that are likely to come to the downside, but we'll see. We didn't get a bearish div yet. We get one more push up and then get the bearish div on the 7-minute RSI, So what I'm looking for is something like this, maybe. We get one more push up, then we come up, push up, and we come up, right? And actually this one's a downtrend, and this one's an up, and then we get the bearish div around here. So projecting bearish dip before it happens, that's when you know you've been seeing so much div in your life. Memorize your seed phrase and travel with all your wealth in your mind. Exactly. Unbelievable. Right? Use a Tangent wallet and you're bringing Caspa. Amen. Like here, Tangent wallet. Look at, you know I got it. You know I got it, baby. You know I got it. You know I got that Tangent, and they didn't even sponsor me. They should, though. Someone send this to Tangent. We're spotting them out right now. They're like, dang, man, guys getting us thousands of views right now. Tangent wallet for free, baby. That's what I love the space. I help out a lot of companies just for being me and being nice, man. And, you know, it comes back to me tenfold. And shout out to all the people that do support us. ITrust Capital. Hit the QR code right there to join ITrust Capital. I'm telling you, it's amazing. If you go to iTrust right now, they have assets that you wouldn't believe you're going to be able to put inside of your IRA. Like, it's awesome. I also like the colors, like I like their website. But look at the assets they have. Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, all the way up to Shibu. 4 pages of amazing coins. Hedera, Hashgraph, Stellar Lumens, Uniswap, Quant, Gala they even got, right? They got them, man. They know what's hot. You can have gold and silver in there as well. I'm telling you right now, it's absolutely amazing. So buy, sell crypto and gold and silver in your IRA 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, and don't pay any taxes on that inside your Roth IRA. Talk to your CPA, get a professional to help you move it on over. You can call them too. They will help you. They have the best staff. They're regulated. You can't beat it. And we are sponsored by them. This channel is. God bless iTrust Capital. We thank you so much for that. Helping out all the crypto channels out here when you create those relationships. So we really appreciate it. And guys, if you're going to help yourself long term, you know, I got to leave some Bitcoin for my kids, right? You know, and so that's the idea. All right. Okay. Yes. Now you can get the seed. Tangent, one key are the best. One key touch looks pretty sweet. One key. I think I got in with one key and I didn't like it. Let me see. There was one wallet that they sent to me and I eventually I couldn't get in. I didn't want to deal with it. And I saw other influencers liking it. It was air gapped and all this fun stuff. You know? One key was the first business. I like this one key. Choose your one key hardware wallet. Interesting. Looks pretty cool, actually. I don't like wallets that you have to download an app for in your phone. I personally don't like that. Doesn't make sense to me. You know what I mean? Right? So look, we have an inefficiency here too. We have an inefficiency right here that we're likely to come eat. This makes sense to me. Right there, we have an inefficiency. Okay. When we eat this block, we're likely to come down and eat this block. Ping pong. All right. For extra safe, let's hear some raps. No, not anymore. We're not doing that anymore. Tangent Caspa wallet looks unreal. Funny. Silver ETFs are the best. One key, same software as Trezor. Interesting. I got an Arculus wallet too as well. Good way for Caspa to use a USB thumb drive, install their software wallet, unplug it. Crypto Liver soundtrack for sale with these beats. God bless Crypto Maniac 1776. God bless you for jumping on in. We appreciate you all for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Bosun reminder, Liver was it early in the week. Don't sleep on the high probability trades. Bosun protocol just posted. Look, we're going for that gap, baby. About to fill my gap. Come on. Come on, baby. Still not feeling, but you know, there's a shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder there that breaks up. Takes us to about 28,000. Can we look at Sol? Been killing it the last few days. Shout out to Fred Fibonacci on Solana. CryptoLive eventually want to get a cold card wallet. A cold card wallet. Interesting. Arculus is one of them. They work pretty nice. I got an Arculus wallet. Oh, did I carry it in my wallet? I don't think I have it on me. But an Arculus wallet is cool. You know, SBR and ADA. We got to look at SBR. Yep. SBR. I got this Popple here, which I think that was an NFT. You got the ORE next gen. Cool. This is a cool wallet. This is a wallet right here. And it slides into a holder. It's pretty cool. Then I also have this. You know, I have one of those wallets that's RFID blocking. And you got to keep this card in your wallet. And it blocks its RFID protection. Because with your cards now, like someone could literally zap money right out your card now. Like they could literally drain your wallet sitting next to you at this point. You know, now that you can just tap your card. I think it can happen. So I make sure that I'm protected with an RFID wallet. All right. You know, an RFID wallet here, not just your average wallet. Also, my wallet's always in my front pocket, never in my back pocket. When I see a man put his wallet in his back pocket, I look at him like, but I was 8 years old. My dad looked at me and he showed me, like I was at a game, and he showed me guys putting wallets in their back pocket. And my dad goes, that's what pickpockets want you to do. Put it in your back pocket. It's also not good for your actual back. Men actually grow these big wallets. They sit on them, and it actually throws off your posture and your back. It actually, people don't realize that. A big wallet actually is the reason why some people have like severe back pain. So my wallet is always in my left thigh. Since I was literally 9 years old, my wallet's been in my left front thigh because because I know that I don't want to get pickpocketed, and you can't get my wallet when it's in my front thigh pocket. So my wallet has been in my left front thigh since I was 9 years old. And so when I walk around, I see the whole world, like 90% of people have their wallet in their back pocket. So, amen. You can make your own wallet straight from a node. Amen. I like what he said. My dad also told me to always keep my wallet in my front pocket. Amen. You got a smart dad, dude. Your dad separated you from the herd. You know, whenever I long Bitcoin, I long SOL for even bigger gains as they trade the same, but leverage makes a huge difference when 30x on SOL versus Bitcoin. 100%. 100%. If you see a move for Bitcoin, yeah, you trade an altcoin. We've been doing, this is basically how we trade in the trading group. We look for Bitcoin's moves and we trade altcoins when Bitcoin makes a bit of a move. Let's take a look at Solana. Let's look at the fan funding. And God bless you, beautiful people sending in super chats. Can we look at Sol been killing? Let's take a look at the fan funding. And I even take a look how many people are here tonight. I've been so focused on the stream. 375 beautiful souls, 169 likes, $38 in chat revenue. And it's funny, when this market rips, this bull market, Saturday nights are going to be insane. Can we look at Sol been killing it the last few days? We'll look at that. Ripple, XRP, fam. MYRIA. And we'll take a look at MYRIA's chart too as well. Can you look at SBR? Big Rob. So we have a lot to go over, actually. Wow. Shout out to Vitality B for the super chat. Joker, NYC, Crypto Plumber, D Shuffle. Fred Fibonacci, Vitality D again, throwing it down, asking for SBR and ADA, and gifted one crypto membership from GF Burke. God bless you. And Stas, let's go lifers. God bless you, Stas. And I hope you're safe. You said you were pretty close to some of the bombings there. Hope everything's going well. And, you know, moment of silence for everyone on the Strip and in Israel. Dear Lord, we do not know why these pain and attributions happen to the human race, but may we push forward and be strong no matter what and still keep our faith in God. May no pains of the devil and the horrible things that happen to us take away our faith in God. Help us remain strong no matter what has happened. Let us remember Job, who everything was taken from, even in the belly of the whale. His family, everyone dead, left alone. He still kept his faith in God. Amen. All right. And that's the key of, I think that's the true balance of this life, to see how many things can be ripped from you materialistically and you still can keep your faith in God no matter what. Like, I think I truly, and I could be wrong, but to me, I believe that is the challenge of this life. That is the true challenge. And that is to risk, to rid ourselves of our material wants and needs through our material bodies and to become more spiritual every day. The more spiritual we become, the less likely we do things for money, for jealousy, right? For all those human conditions that pain us. And that's the prison of the human condition. We live in it. And that's why knowing thyself and getting to know thyself and tackling thyself, right? Truly, not tackling, I guess, but, I guess it's tackling, but, really getting to know thyself is the hardest thing. It's if you can conquer thyself, right? That's really where it begins. This thing looks like it could make a bit of a move. It's in a nice ascending triangle. The daily's a little high at a resistance, so we're looking at this too on the bigger time frames. So it looks like it may have to come back down and hit this level. If you break above this, this is going to be pretty awesome, and you could get a move further to the upside, right? So so look for this. If it breaks above here, boom. Aggressive entry is now. I'd wait for it to break above here, make a flag, and once it's above here, that's a key resistance. A bigger move is coming. If it can come back down, so I'm here or I'm here. You get it? That's just how I trade. Above the point of control is nice. There's a chance. So it makes me want to actually long right now with a stop loss right here. Either way, I see a bigger move and a smaller move, both kind of prevailing out over time. As long as you never go lower than 001584, this thing will moon. Like, and it's very likely that it's going to do that. Sorry, my chubby thumb. I have a chubby thumb that always seems to slip every once in a while, and it's annoying. It's when I go to hit Alt, because I do this cross with my finger, and my thumb hits the space bar, and space bar moves you to a new coin or something. You know what I mean? It pains me, everyone. It pains me. So 2 areas that I'm looking for entry are bottom of the channel or top of the channel after the breakout. These are key. This is the retest. This is the basically retest of support. I'd like to see this bounce down. The 1 hour has a chance of making a move to the upside, but it's overbought. All right. And even though this is an ascending triangle, it has some kind of shoulder head and shoulder vibes to the downside, right? If Bitcoin rips, the whole market starts to move. There's a chance it pulls up everything, and we do get a pump. But so look for this to get tight in here. Stays tight in here, then you trade it. If it starts to fall down here, you look for the move here, or you make for the breakout. These are 2 key places for MYRIA. I got to learn on it. MYRIA looks like it could be fun to trade. Thank you for putting it out there. It's got a small market cap, small circulating supply, so it looks like it could move with not a lot of action. You know what I mean? So until it gets more coins in set, and it has this rounded bottom, I can see it pumping back up, almost like a bit of a inverted Bart Simpson, right? Book recommendation, Successful Aging by David Levitin. Love you, Price fam. Thanks for everything you do. Great to see the wife. And you were on the Price Report. Thank you so much for saying that, man. God bless you with the 777s. And we talked about area already, Cody. We'll talk about it again if you'd like. It will be time-stamped. Really nothing to talk about right now. It's still just sitting in the channel, lower than the entry. Hasn't hit the stop loss, waiting for it to break to the upside. Higher low in a beautiful trend. Only time will tell. Set it and forget it, man. I found a lot of newbies that open this trade 3 days ago, they're freaking out. Just set it and forget it. Either it's going to hit your stop loss or it's going to make a move to the upside. I can't, just learn to let trades be. And look, we hit the order block and we got rejected. Look at that. I had a feeling we would because the stochastics were overbought. You see that? So we got sucked almost into that fair value, or I guess the inefficiency. Looks like we're going to bounce back down to this area because we have a inefficiency right down here. Then we fall further down to the bottom of the channel, and we'll see. It almost has a descending triangle vibe too as well. All right. And one thing I said earlier too, that it wasn't amazing, but it's got like some diamond type of vibe too. And it came in, could it drop out, Just an idea. Just an idea. My ability to see weird patterns and things that most people don't see has been giving me an edge in trading, all right? So I'm going to keep doing what I do. Whatever I've been doing is giving me an edge. I don't copy anyone else's style. I took just random stuff, and then I just fed my stuff, my brain information alone in the charts until it started to make sense, all right? That's it, Yeah, see, once this goes back inside the pattern, you have to assume it'll break down to the bottom of the pattern. It's a pretty key area because you have the inefficiency. Okay? Correct? It's a Saturday, everyone. If you're frustrating trading, it's a Saturday. You know what I mean? And that's all I do is, look, stochastics were curving down. RSI was high, right? Told you were going, you had some downside coming. Look, you even had bearish divergence here on the 5-minute chart. This was pushing down while that was pushing up, right? You know, not rocket science, everybody. All right. I'm going to take away the bearish diff for now because if I go to bigger time frames, it'll just chop up the chart, make it a mess. Look, your 1 hour is rolling over too, so look for the 1 hour to roll back to the downside, just like I'm saying. Make the right shoulder, right? Even though it's not a perfect, it's a weird one, but I've seen these play out. Look for this to make a right shoulder. Then it's kind of a descending triangle, and then it dumps to the downside. And then I get my entry. My entry right down there. Watch this play out to my entry. This would be beautiful. It might even go lower here. Might even go lower because there's a bunch of liquidity right there. 27.5. All we have to do, remember, all I care about is this level holding. This is all that matters for me. This level breaks, I'm back to the drawing board and we reset, you know? As long as this 27.2 holds, there's a big chance of a bigger move to the upside for Bitcoin, all right? I just want to make that clear as day. Also, watch my live stream from Friday. Watch my video I made Friday. It's a really important video, all right? Breaks down a lot of information. That's going to be really, really interesting. We got some news in there from Crypto Bear Baker. Bitcoin on chain. Shout out to our on-chain collaborator, on-stream collaborator, Crypto Bear Baker. Let's give him a round of applause. He works tirelessly to keep the group up, to always give great compliments, testimonials, build me up. He's super awesome. And you're awesome, man. Bitcoin on-chain Oracle, a transparent future for Bitcoin L1 tokens. All right. Alex has recently announced his vision for decentralizing the governance of on-chain Oracle. This approach holds the promise of increasing security and transparency. Alex's proposal outlines a comprehensive framework for the integration of off-chain indexers with the on-chain indexer. While the proposal touches upon several pivot areas, 3 core elements stand out. Establishing uniform guidelines is paramount. By ensuring all indexers adhere to common set rules, the system aims to create a harmonious, efficient environment. Landing the groundwork. The founding members, which include esteemed names like Damo, Alex, BS Hero, OKX, and Unisat, are committed to setting a robust foundation. 2 significant setups in this direction. Joining the indexing revolution. In conclusion, the move towards a decentralized community-led on-chain indexing system represents a significant leap in blockchain domain, especially for meta protocols like BRC20. By setting clear guidelines, fostering community involvement, and emphasizing transparency, Alex and his partners are paving the way for a more inclusive, efficient future in the realm of on-chain indexing. Interesting. Alex, BRC on-chain indexing, unbreakable security. And I believe Alex is a long-term play that could really, really play out over time. All right. We were looking at Alex a long, long time ago. Like a year ago now, right? When we first really started talking about it. Let's take a look at render. We looked at area. We got that off the plate. Let's take a look at render. RNDR. All right. We also jumped into that weekly divergence on Algorand. Let's take a look at our baby render. All right. So I put out a call for render here in this flag to the upside. Wanted to come down a little bit more for a nice, but right there, I mean, it popped and bang, it popped to the upside. 26% gains. It's halfway there for render, right? Stop loss didn't get hit. This thing's up 17%. And we started looking at it here. Why? Because it was in a cup and handle. Sammy cup and handy. It retraced to the 786 retracement on the Fibonacci level. This is what I do for a living. I draw cup and handles, Fibonacci, and replay the retest. It's so simple, everybody. All right. Understand this concept over and over again. All right. I know I got a lot of stuff on there, but look, you got this flag. Boom. You'll pull up the fib from here to there. Even from there to there, you'll see you're at the 786 retracement. All right. From impulse, it's child's play over time. You'll be able to see this as clear as me. And there's a reason why I'm posting gains every single day, every single week, over and over and over again. Why the trading group doubled during the bear market. Why we continue to grow, while other channels continue to slump. While we continue to see success in the hardest times ever. This was the hardest times for crypto, and I grew a business in the mud. You know what I mean? I helped other people benefit in the mud, you know? I used my energy and my knowledge every day to wake up, and we're helping people all around the world. So God bless you if you took the render move to the upside, and I see render continuing. There's a bigger gain for render all the way up into that like $4 region, really. My measured move for render takes me to $4.12 when this is all said and done. All right. If you look at render on the 3-day chart, it's getting a little high. I'm actually going to delete all my work right now because it's annoying, but hold on. I want to see when I last put out render. And I apologize for that. That's messy. If I saw that, I'd be pissed. Like, that's messy. I'm being honest. You know, I'd be like, dude, YouTuber, man, clean up your chart, bro. So just give me a second. And the reason is because I'm trying to show you large time frames when I drew this on a smaller time frame. That's all. That's all. Maybe I went over it on the screen share because I don't see I don't think I posted this to the group. All right. Yeah, I don't see any But look, this is how I figure this stuff out. I see the 3-day chart is oversold. It gives me a stochastic, it gives me a divergence, right? I find the divergence myself. I see impulse, right? I go wick to wick. I see 786 Fibonacci, boom. Cup and handle. I know falling wedges break up 68% of the time. When is the wedge done? When you get the divergence and you're at a 786 Fib, right? You have a chunk of area here. You've gone through the VRVP, and then you start to piece together the move, right? And you get it. It just, like, to me, it makes sense. And then you can see, look, we have a resistance here. We have to SR flip this. So you know what the next cool trade would be? I already can see it. We'll get a move to the upside. Boom. And then if we come down for a falling wedge retest, look, that'll be the next cup and handle. And then Sammy will make gains again, and I'll post it. I'll post a Fibonacci. It'll come down close to like a golden pocket, maybe even a 786 here. If we bring this down a little lower. Bang. You know? So, like, I can see these things before they happen, start to play them out, and then they start to kind of, you know, pan out in time. So. And then I even see trend lines, like, and then I see bigger patterns. Like, that's another pattern that I see, and then that pattern will break out, you see? See, I see patterns that most people don't even see or know exist. And I see them way before everybody else. And then I see the parabola beginning to form, like, and so months from now, if you see all this and you see render up at $4, you're going to be like, oh, I remember seeing this guy say this exact stuff, right, before it happened. Anyway, you can do this too. I'm not that smart. I'm just consistent. Okay? Something happened here. The chart got a little, it got funny bunny. But yeah, I see this making a parabola too, starting its own little move. Render's been in an uptrend ever since it started to break out in November, see, of 2022. It's been an uptrend coming up on a year now. That's a low. It's still in a higher low from them, right? You got into render at 49 cents. You were sitting pretty from a year ago. That was a bear topic. That was bears. That was accumulation right there. So it's funny, man. You'll see bear markets. Some of the greatest prices have already passed for some of these assets. And people are going to look back, man, I could have 30X'd had I been in the market a year ago, but you weren't. You thought there was no opportunity. But the lifers knew there was opportunity all the time. We were buying certain coins down here. I bought something on the low down here that's going to be big. You know what I mean? I made some speculative investments even last year on the low. So I truly believe that's how we remain present in the game. We just keep focusing. Focusing. So render is hot. We know it's going to be hot. Continues to grow. And I do see this as a shoulder head and a right shoulder. That's not the best. It could break down. I'm always open-minded. I'd like to see this break on up, make that cup and handle, and that would probably be the next big move for render. So more insight than you thought you'd get, right, for render? I didn't even think I was going to go over render like that. Every time I'm with each and every one of you, I'm amazed as what happens on the live. Let's take a look at Sabre Protocol, SBR. So again, this looks similar to what I just talked about. There's your cup. Handle back down. 786 retracement dwindling, right? Like you could say, like wick to wick, you go with a low wick. I mean, it's in the golden pocket. But that tells me that it's likely going to start its rounded bottom. All right. You look for the divergence. You got something going on. It's not strong enough. I'd like it a little stronger. The Stokes are pretty funny too. You have to remember too, if the coin has low volume, low liquidity, like who knows about it? How much can it move? You got to have some common sense with trading as well. Like Pepe was tweeting all day long. And then I saw an Adam Eve. I said, this thing's probably going to pump. Like there's some common sense in trading. All right. There really is. You can use just some true common sense. I had more tweets than the other one, right? Boom. Right. So shout out to God is Love. We love you for the 369 and the 777s. We love those numbers you're giving out. And that's high frequency, high vibration. Thank you so much, man. God bless you. We still got to look at XRPZ. All right, we're not done with the super chat. Shout out to everybody here. Let's jump back into the live chat. Cass kind of reminds me of Kadena Hype in 2021. 8 to 1 over 3. Caspa has less supply. Interesting. Just got into the crypto last bull run the whole way down because I knew I was going to get my money back and more. Going to wait for Bitcoin daily RSI to come back down for a re-entry. That is a good call. Don't wait. Don't want to miss out on the trade yet. Lose the trade. Hey, you never know, right? I'm not feeling tonight. It's pretty lackluster, honestly. I'm almost just going to bail out with no money on this trade. Just, bang. But the position history has been amazing. Tiny losses, big wins, man. I just can't. I'm just super happy. I've taken this $5,000 to $6,800 in the last 12 days, right? And we're going to continue to grow, baby. I'm excited. So, look, big wins, tiny losses. $9, $7.80, $49. Then we only lost $40. So, look, you can do the P&L here. Look, let's do the P&L since $9.29, right? This is a week of trading in Sam's life. Let's take a look at a week of Sam's life. And I made a bunch of spot gains. I made like a few grand in spot in the same week. So this week alone, made about, I'd say about $4,000. I don't mean to, it's a good week, man. You make $4,000 every week in a bear market. That's still that's $140,000 a year. That's more than, and never mind like the Bitcoin that I bought at 19K that's up and all the Bitcoin we bought below 20,000. That's another $50,000. So like a $200,000 year on a bear year. You know what I mean? While you're making investments too. And we probably made more than that. I'm just saying. So like, man, if you focus, if you pay attention, there's money to be made in these markets. And I'm not going to realize all of them at the end of the year, right? Like I'm not going to be selling that Bitcoin. So we're going to hold it long term. But look, let's take a look at my P&L since 9/29. So I made $9, $7.80, $49. All right, we'll take a look at that. That's 50, 59. That's $60 and $7.80. You're talking $8.40. All right, and then we lose $40 here, right? We'll round it. It's $44. So we're down to $7.96. We'll call it $800, right? Agreed. We're at $800 because this 49 cancels out this 44, and then you have the 9 and 780. All right, so you're at $800, and you've won 3 out of 6 trades, right? So you're 50%, but the losses are minimal. See, and the wins are big. So you won 3 out of 6, and you're up at 800. All right, then you win another one. Bang, Sammy's up to 850. He's feeling them. He's feeling it. He's doing them, right? Then he makes another buck. Sammy's at 850. All right. Sammy loses though another $30. Sammy's down to 820. He's discouraged. He needs to dig deep, right? Sammy goes on a streak. He's back at, so he's back at $800 again, right? Sammy goes to 840. Sammy goes to 940, right? He's feeling lovely. Then he gets another 150. Sammy goes up to $1,090. He's feeling lovely, right? 940 plus 150 is 1,090. Then he sees some things that he doesn't like. Sammy gets it a little too quick. Sammy takes 2 losses for $40. He's back down, right? From 940, the 150, 1090. He's back down to 1050, right? Sammy then just kind of nils, loses a $3. He's at 1047. But then he scalps strong. Sammy scalps strong, and he brings in another 140. And he brings that 1,050 to 1190 now, right? Because he gets the 1150 to 140, and he's at 1190 now. Sammy is cooking. Then he takes a few little losses, only $14 losses and 2, look at pennies. He doesn't like the market. He moves on. All right? And Sammy sits with gains. All right? And that's a week in Sammy's day. A week in Sammy's life. There you go. I'm sorry I'm speaking in the third person. All right? But we can do this together every single day, baby. And so, like, when I see something I don't like, I'm about to go to bed at night, I just cancel the trade. Like, whatever. I take a tiny loss like that. You know? So, boom, boom, boom. I think XRP, you know, people will get dumped on so hard. Look, when they won the lawsuit, it pumped all the way up 95. Then the insiders sold it, and it came all the way down to 50 cents. I mean, I kind of called that, too, when people said, yeah, you think the lawsuit is going to pump hard? I said, it's XRP, man. You know what's going to happen. Anyway, I hold it long term. I keep $10,000 in XRP at one point. It's probably less now. But maybe actually, no, it's probably about that now, because I bought a lot of XRP at 16 cents, 20 cents. You know, I bought a lot of cheap XRP, and I'm just holding it. See where it goes, you know? So, you can keep it on Coinbase, even though you couldn't buy and sell it. I'm pretty sure you could just keep it on Coinbase. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I got XRP on Coinbase and I get it somewhere else, you know, just sitting. This looks nice. Previous resistance becomes support. You know, if anything could pump, this can. 3-day chart looks good to me. Daily looks good to me. 4 hour has got momentum to the upside. Look at your 1 hour time frame. 1 hour needs to come back down. SPR could make gains. For sure. It's not my cup of tea, but I believe it could make a gain. It's been a long time since it pumped. Back in July. It's been waiting for its turn. It looks good. I don't know if it's the one. Talking in the first person. Yeah, I know, right? Like George Costanza. All right. Let's take a look at XRP. Speaking of all this XRP talk, show me the charts and I'll show you the XRP, right? Okay, right off the bat, I mean, look at this shoulder, head and a shoulder. I like where it's going here. Huge gap of the VRVP. Could XRP get a move to the upside? So I'm bullish on XRP. I didn't even know I was, but my technical analysis from the last time told me I was. So this is Sammy from last time telling me Sammy from now. More of the third person talk. Sammy, stop talking third person. Well, XRP looks like it could get a move here. And there might be some news in this. And what if they settle pretty early? This tells me the settlement is coming. Show me the charts and I'll show you the news. XRP looking nice. So you do you, but my indicators tell me that XRP does want to make a move in the coming week or two. That's just what my indicators say. XRP. So that's what we're looking at for XRP. Shout out to my elite charters, banging on them to the upside. Shout out to Sean, we love you. Doing an amazing job, Sean. Hitting tone for gains, hitting XYO for gains. Sean, shout out to Stack McChange, David Kendall, the whole crew. We love you. We appreciate you. And we thank you for all your constant due diligence in the charts. The whole group salute you. And I salute you. God bless you all. I really, really appreciate your love and your passion for my trading group, your loyalty, and your due diligence and discipline. Thank you so much, each and every one of you. Shout out to my Blue Crew, too, as well, for the same. Coming in every single day, showing up, holding me down with the super chats. Shout out to GF Burke. Love learning. We are trading this. Master friend, the whole group. Appreciate each and every one of you. Crypto Plumber, Crypto Bellico. Unbelievable every single day. Shout out to Patrick Bellini in the house. Shout out to Seize the Day. Shout out to Apex C Official. Shout out to Tone Lee. Shout out to Big Beans. Shout out to Jacob Anderson. Shout out to CR Hash Gordon. Crash Gordon, my man. Shout out to Kevin Willett. Shout out to Cody Mapwin. And Juan Estevez, Michael Anthony, Marco Levatic, Torin, and everybody out there. We really appreciate you. Unbelievable group of people here on the live. Thank you so much. SBK Cam, Cody MMA Jensen, and all you awesome people. Ramyana, Miha Lavska. Yeah, Mihalovska. Ramyana Mihalovska. Thank you so much for coming on in. We appreciate you all for being here. Crypto Beezy in the house. Chad Oliver in the house. Zema Zingo in the house. Aura Tama's in the house. Who wants a shout out? Trust in God. Who wants a shout out? Let me know. Do you want a shout out? Do you want to hear your name? Shout out to Red Did 10. Shout out to Trust in God and Trust in Yourself. I love that. Bang, bang, bang. And look, if you're in my trading group, I'm talking about hello earlier today. Okay? Right here. I said, if you've been with us and started buying hello, and wait, both tokens represent two different TV shows. Hello is absolutely moving. I believe this token can 30 to 50x. I got in early on the day when someone showed us on the live, and we put this live out. Token up 77% for hello. I want to shout out Patrick Bellini. I think we got you. We got you again, though. Love you, brother. You taught me a lot. Shout out to Grass Quarter. We love you. From the rooftops. Much love, Lifer. Appreciate the shout out anytime. Shout out to Jamal Antonio in the house. We love you, brother. St. Pete's, baby. St. Pete's. Shout out to Derek for reals. We love that. I love that. I bought how many high coins on spot? And we'll just wait and hodl. It always gives great moves. Wow. I see the Hello trailer. I can't wait to watch it. I dumped a few at 89. Me. Let's take a look at DNX, too. DNX continuing to rip faces off. We got in at 72 cents. This thing continues to rip. It went to $1.06 last night. It's at $1.05 right now, continuing to hold gains. Like, does not want to stop. Like, just showing signs of a bigger move to the upside here for DNX. Unbelievable. DNX to the upside. So we've made some gains today in the last couple days. Some massive gains. DNX for 77%. Idea for 38%. Accurate calls on Bitcoin too as well. It's been amazing. Not today. It was sideways, right? Trezor, big reveal coming. Really? They're going to come out with a new wallet, I'm sure. Something interesting. But get yourself a hardware wallet today. I like Trezor. All right. Trezor going to do something big, huh? You got me excited now. I got the cockatoo and the charts pulling up. It's my husband, Rich Anderson's birthday, and we're watching the Lifer, waiting on pizza. Couldn't think of a better way to spend a Saturday night. Shout out to Crypto Cockatoo. God bless you and your husband. What an amazing time. Hope you're blessed. Hope you're loving yourself. Hope you're getting that margarita pizza with that fresh basil, that fresh mozzarella. I don't know about the burrata. I don't know what you're doing. Or maybe you need just a fresh cheese. I don't want to put down what you're doing. That fresh cheese is good too. You know what I mean? But, may God bless everybody here on the live. We appreciate each and every one of you for being here. All right? Okay. Just joined the 99. Let's go. Shout out to Aura Tamaz with the 777s. And she just jumped on in. We love you. We're going to give you everything we have to keep you on top. Illuvium will be a top 10 coin. Illuvium will be on Xbox. I like Illuvium, personally. ILV. I think Illuvium is hot. I think NAKA is hot. There's a bunch of hot coins out there. Let's take a look at DNX. Is DNX going to continue? Or is it time to take some profits on DNX? It has a major bearish div starting to form here. Okay? A major bearish div starting to form. However, it's getting, excitingly hot above this point of control. So you'd like to see above this, you'd like to just see it kind of make some type of beautiful bullish consolidation and continue to the upside. If it can hug this 21 and continue, let's take a look at our daily. Our daily's getting roofed, right? Our 3 days pretty high too as well. Our 22 just has a little more room. Our 12 hour says it could continue to the upside. There you're getting the bowl. So now you're looking for what? Eventually you're going to get the handle. You see, the Sammy, I've watched every asset in the world do the same thing over and over and over again, everybody. This is just what happens. Look, this is doing look, if I take this and we go to Casper, right? And look, Bitcoin's at 27,948. I'm telling you, I knew it was going to be sideways all day long, right? But Casper, see how it did this round and came up? And if we look at the daily, I'm still bullish on Casper. I got $6,000 sitting on Casper right now. 22-hour oversold with another double high, a higher high there. It's staying in this beautiful consolidation. Previous resistance is strong support for literally 4 days now. It tells me there's a high probability we're going to push up to 7.5. So I'm heavy in Casper right now too. And I put my money where my mouth is. I don't BS you. If I'm in a coin, I like to disclose, right? And not to be rude, but look, if I sell $5,900 worth of Casper right now. So it is what it is, right? Bang. Joystream was my baby too. GFL was my baby, right? I got bags of Casper. Look, I got $7,000 worth of Casper. This thing is just, I keep loading up on this puppy. All right. And I do like Illuvium. I actually don't have any, and I want to just get myself wet right now. I'm not even going to look at the charts. I'm just going to begin my position. I like Illuvium. I'm going to start with a $500 beginning with it. And I'm going to start buying Illuvium on the low. It's going to be something I'm definitely going to accumulate now. I wish I had accumulated beforehand, but it's going to be something I start to buy, right? I also, almost every single day of my life now, I buy $500 worth of Bitcoin almost every day. You know what I mean? It just, it's just something that I do now. I just stash it away. Just buy some more Bitcoin. You know what I mean? You can never hurt to buy more. Michael Saylor's doing it. So I do it on my scale. Like, I can't buy what he's buying, but I can buy what I can buy. You know what I mean? I can't compare myself to a billionaire, but I can compare myself to, where I'm at. All right? Well, Illuvium 20X Caspa in Spanish, Caspariano. It's not just about payments. It's about being able to hold NFTs like skins, weapons, etc. Caspa will book and melt faces. Amen. Watch the life or even on a flight. Juice WRLD, we love you. So many people watch me on the flight. Last night, someone was trading on the flight. Crypto Billy hit a gain on the flight. Y'all are flying all the time. Juice WRLD, we love you. Caspa still with the 4.9, still waiting to DCA low. Will it come more lower? I don't know, man. I was waiting. I decided to jump back in and not miss the next big run up. And Cardano is another thing that I buy. I buy a little bit more Cardano. It's $500 worth of Cardano. Just grab it up. These lows are really good prices. Anywhere between 15 and 25 cents for Cardano to me is a great buy, right? So I just snatch up some Cardano on the low. Just DCA into coins that matter. Personally, that's kind of how I love to do it. All right. Glad to have you as a lifer. Juice WRLD, we're so excited to have you in the trading group. You have no idea, man. I'm head over heels, brother. Your vibe, everything about you has been fitting right. So I'll love to keep you, man. We want to adopt you and keep you safe and warm inside of our little group. But so we're looking for this to possibly continue up a little more here. DNX has been on an absolute tear. And look, Adam and Eve, double bottoms. If you just know your patterns, that's an Adam and Eve right there. Look at that. And then if you take your Fibonacci, it's a 786 with a wick down to the 886. I mean, these are just beautiful Fibonacci levels right there. Look at that. Then it got above this high volume node and you were gone. I teach you guys how to get above the high volume node and you're going to roll up to the value area highs. Child's play, my friends. Child's play. We're going to teach you how to make gains out of all these different altcoins. It's not going to be that difficult. You can do this. You already know how to do it. You just didn't know you did. I'm going to show you the way. Then you can miss the pump. Set your support or resistance lines. Previous resistance becomes support. Do we get the bounce right there? Boom. Cup and handles to the upside. It all starts to make sense. It all starts to kind of come through. All right. We're here for you. We're going to teach you this stuff. You're not going to be lost anymore. You're going to understand the charts in a way you never have if you come and hang out with the lifer. We're going to show you things you didn't know, and you're not going to need to buy an indicator for $1,000 or to pay for $100 a month. You're going to use all the free indicators that TradingView gives you, and you're going to become the indicator. You're going to be an amazing individual. You're going to be able to do this you're just going to, years from now, you're going to look back like, wow, I really did change my life. I'm not the same person that I was when I started this trading group with Sam. I'm not the same person that just, the algorithm clicked on it and I was sitting at home with my phone and I just clicked on the YouTube algo. And next thing you know, you were transported to a different place. So look, this looks like it's about to pump right now tonight. DNX, man, this thing wants 126. I'm staying in the trade for tonight. Look at that 1 hour. Wanting to push. Boom. This is interesting to me. Falling volume, falling price tells me that we could still get a move. High volume node, we get above this, we're gone. So DNX possibly could be, I could wake up at 120 tomorrow morning for DNX. All right. Let's take a look at YGG, another hot coin that was doing damage before we get to Cardano for you. I know we got Cardano. We'll get to that super chat. Wow, I sold it last night. Good thing I did. That thing just tanked completely. Put it out this morning like it may make a move, but look at the savage bearish divergence here. Told you something was brewing. Almost a shoulder head and a shoulder two to the downside. All right. I almost thought Bitcoin tanked. I looked up. I'm like, did Bitcoin just tank? DNX, it's what our mining groups are all over. You were telling me they love it. Most profitable coin to mine right now, DNX. I learned so much just on the lives. Can only imagine the Discord group. Shout out to Jay for jumping on in, man. I appreciate the love, brother. This is just more motivation. Dude, you're the man. You just fit right. Your frequency really sits well with us, man. I think maybe there might be a bigger home for you, man, here. I just get this good feeling about you, brother. But, you know, we'll see. We'll see. But good things vibing. So, you know, we played YGG. A same idea that I showed you here. The cup and handle. It had hidden bullish divergence on top of that, right? Insult to injury. It got above the point of control. The stochastics were pointing up. The MACD wanted to turn. Boom. Can you travel all the way up to the 200 SMA? There's a chance you can. There's a chance you can. The 3-day chart tells me that you're getting a little booked. I got out of the trade for this reason. The 3-day just said, hey, you're a little too high. And I was like, man, this thing looks like it could cook. Even the daily looked like it was a little bearish div there. See? Told me that I needed to chill. So it almost looks like we're doing this here, and we're going to be accumulating in the zone. And so what I have to do is just I can put like 3 alerts here. I don't have to, I can even just put 1, but it's good to, you know, I can set them up way preemptively. You'll know you get an alert because a blue alarm clock will go next to the line. All right. All right. I don't know why this one didn't add it. It's like add alert on vertical line. Yeah, there you go. All right. So when price action passes this, I get ding a ding a ding a ding ding a ding a ding a ding. This looks like something that's going to move. XRP similar to XRP. These take time, you know. And then you got a parabola here. You're not going to be able to figure this out. Price moves without your brain can't watch all these coins all the time. And your brain's not going to remember, oh, the daily's up on this. You got to set alerts. You got to start mapping these out. You got to plan these out before they happen. All right. Look, it's almost a shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder in a funky, sloppy way. And this is accumulation, my friends. This is what accumulation looks like in a bear market. Rounded bottoms, giant rounded bottoms. Look, there's only so many places. Look, that was the low. That was the low. Might one, you know, there's only so many places to buy these coins on the low. Look, this coin was low at 15 cents. It already is at 24. Someone was sniped it at 11. They're already doubled up. That's why I'm only investing in 5 coins so I can keep up with them. Yeah. Up in loads of profit on my GFAL. Hello, Casper. Now, and it's a bear market. That's what I'm talking about, man. Massive gains, right? It's pretty crazy. I didn't expect like so many gains, but it's been, and we were making gains. Remember, we had an AI run up last December, coming up on a year now. We had the high coins this time last year. All the high coins went out of control, and we found them. We started trading high coins like you wouldn't believe. You know what I mean? So it's been a run and a half, man. I had 10 coins, but was to diversify and all. I'm getting into stuff people don't talk about. Rainmaker Games. Yeah. Rainmaker Games is something I've been looking at. Yeah. You know who covered Rainmaker Games? Even like I think a year ago was Arcane Bear. You know. Yeah, I'm in 7 coins so I can keep up with them. Shout out to Brett Headley. Are you planning on keeping some Casper for the bull run, or are you going to keep trading it? I'm going to keep it long term. This may be the last, unless we get huge runs, you know. But I definitely want to start, you know. I have some actually stashed away on a BitGet account that I forgot about. I have some Casper sitting on a BitGet account that I completely forgot about. Remember when we had to send the 500 over GFA? I did that, Burke. I sent it over, you know. Okay, I like what YGG is doing here. Set alerts on YGG. And so I can see a move way before it happens, begin to plan out for it, and then show you how to dial in on the smaller time frames. That's really what I do in a nutshell. That's what I'm really good at. And then I can find out what coins people are talking about, what coins are getting added to the exchange, where exchange it's on, how much volume it has, what it's going on, if there's DeFi involved, if they're getting some type of mainnet, and then the back end, layer 1, layer 2. You know, are they doing something else? You know, are they bringing up ZK rollups? Are they involving something? You know, so those are just like, these are ideas that like Illuvium is cool because I believe it's ZK rollup, right? And not only is it ZK rollup, but it's also Bitcoin at 27,990 up a little bit, right? Oh, $2, yes. Not that like today. It's a Sunday, man. It's a Saturday. Let's look back at BTC. What is it looking like? Looks like they stop hunted, right? They stop hunted and went back up. Even on, so there's so little people trading tonight. They took whoever was like very high. There was 100x leverage people on this flag trying to get up here, and they just went and stopped them out right now. That's exactly what just happened. Like, oh, we'll just go get those over leveraged people, and then we'll pump it back up. And then there's people that shorted this, and they went and got them too. So I just feel like they're just high leverage up and downs. The 7-minute does suggest it could continue though. Look at this. So you make this little flag here. And look, we did get pulled back. It's funny, we did get pulled back into this inefficiency. We went into the inefficiency. It took its time, but we got there. We definitely got there. Funny, there was an inefficiency right here, a tiny one that had to get filled. That one actually wasn't. But look, we went into this bar like we discussed earlier today because this candle did not touch this. See this green candle? It didn't touch this green candle. It created a space. That's an inefficiency. All right. How you look at this is you create the rising wedge. This is what I love about. You create a rising wedge. Once you break out of it, it's on its way. Once you break below it, now you're back in it. You have to decide. It basically has to say that it's going to continue. So now we can get a squeeze up to 28,000. 50 possibly. All right. See if we get enough people to get the shorts. We got to get enough short volume. We may not have enough tonight. All right. Shout out to Master Friend for the $6.99. God bless you. Together we will shine, man. Together we will shine. It's fun to shine together, bro. You know what I mean? No one wants to be alone on the top, man. You know what I mean? I don't use leverage. I personally stick to spot. I use spot for years, man. I never use leverage for a long, long time. So I feel you on that. I don't push people to trade leverage. You don't have to. I'm not that guy who's like, trade the lev, go hard on lev. No. If you want to trade spot, you trade spot. That's what I love about my channel. I've been doing the honorable thing, and it's been panning out. I never took crazy deals. I never shilled crap projects. I never pushed things that made me uncomfortable. If I had a feeling that something wasn't right, I didn't do it. I just didn't do it. If something told me it wasn't right, I didn't do it. So now can we break through this? You can see we clearly have a local resistance at 28,013. BOOKMAP doing numbers, and it does tell us that we can get a little higher here. And now look, a little short liquidation. Now we're getting some short action here. There we go. I waited all day for this, man. For him, we got it on the live, baby. The only liquidity short, really, we had a little bit earlier today, but this is like, a real actual liquidations here. Took all day to get some action. 20. Nothing like a Monday morning, right? Nothing like a Fed day, right? You can see how it just moves slower, right? You don't get that, you don't get the bubbliness, you don't get the anticipation. 28K though, we did get the move right through that fair value. The inefficiency. There is, look, a shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder here. Printing on the small time frames. I was long, not for enough. I wanted to double down at that lower area. So it's like, I'm not really impressed by my $4, right? But it's okay. Hey, man, a win is a win. That's green. Now I'm addicted to just green. I just want to see green on the, when I look at that order history, I just want to see greens. $4, $5, $10. Eventually, I'll hit an $800 to $1,000 gain. If I just keep my head in the game, I'm going to get a big one. You know what I mean? I just got to keep my head in the game. That's all. That's all. I got to keep my head in the game. It's a long-term idea here to grow the, if I go for these quick little one-ups and downs, right? If I sold the ups and downs, it is what it is. So, right? Jimmy, nice move, Jimmy. Jimmy made more money than me. Dang you, Jimmy. Don't do that. Don't make me look bad, Jimmy. All right? Look at this guy. He made $14K in a week scalping small time frames. Today's P&L alone, $3,000, man. Unbelievable, bro. 176% gains in a day, man. Scalping small time frames, just going after it. Like, insanity. You know what I mean? True insanity. It can be done if you believe it can be. Like, you can change your life forever. I'm telling you right now. And look, we went to that $20,000, $30 level. Got the spike. 30-second chart. Looks like it could continue here. To almost see that's like a falling wedge that will break up. Hard to see. This is when you're in the really small time frames. We finally got the squeeze tonight. I still, like, I'm not impressed by low volume weekend trading, you know? It's like, we still just this may just be a spike, and we still get the right shoulder. We still head lower, you know? Anyway, I'm going to delete all my work, and we're going to start fresh again, just in case I see something different that I didn't see before. All right? Before I get out of here. I feel like this is what I'm looking at, technically. Like, broke out, broke back inside, but technically in some type of ascending triangle. So sweaty tonight. Like, I am sweating. Whew. I'm hot. I got hot flashes. Mate. So that's your measured move. Like, this is starting to look more like a bull pennant, you know? Or I call it a symmetrical triangle. I call it a symmetrical. And it's 50-50. It could go either way. It could literally go either way. It could break up or break down. Because the 4 hours high, it tells me it's more likely to break down. Right? So it tells me this is more likely to dump to the downside than anything else. For me, it's all about 27,200 right here. This has been my line in the sand. These resistances, this has been my line in the sand. If Bitcoin can stay above 27.2, I remain bullish. We break 27.2, we come back to test 26.1, and then like we kind of reset for, you know, I reset. Like I have to rescope, rechannel, and figure out what's happening, right? We map these out, which I was doing. It opens it up a little bit and tells us that we may have to come lower, you know? And that's why the daily has that like rising wedge vibe. It's like more like this, see? So at the end of the day, you're in a symmetrical triangle. Measured move to the upside is 29,558. Measured move to the downside is 26,500, 26,470. And that's kind of what we're standing on. You know, that's what we're looking at. 1 hour had a pump, but didn't really give us much. You know, like you could say, did it break out? Is it still inside the channel? You know, I feel like it could still be kind of a little slight breakout. I'll give it a breakout. But yeah, I got to bring this higher. I give it a breakout. I say it broke out. Wants to move to the upside. So this is something that we're looking for. And again, remember, we traded this flag all day today. That technically is trying to break out. But I put it almost in a bullish rectangle. And we're just, you know, bit of a double. That's a W. I'll give it to you. That's a W. Breakout pattern. All right. But I also see it as like this. It's kind of a shoulder, a possible head. Do you make a right shoulder? Dump to the downside. Remember, I would love to get down here. That's where would love, you know, and I would love to buy right here personally too. These two areas to me are exciting. All right. I wouldn't want, actually, I don't want to, actually, I wouldn't want, I really don't want to lose 27.2, but this area and then 27.2, like bounce, and those two areas to me are very enticing for a long. But yeah, I see the 1 hour getting a little too overbought. 15-minute wants to make that jack up. You know, look at the 15-minute. It had an inverted head and shoulder. You see this? You have a shoulder here. You have a head. You have a right shoulder. Boom. But only time will tell, everyone. So you could stay in a long. I believe we're likely to pull back. You know what I mean? About to just close my trade for the night. I'll leave it open because there's no real risk on it. You know? But in case we get a big pump, I could maybe take $50 out tomorrow morning. But I think it's highly unlikely. Highly unlikely. And that's your Bitcoin update for the night, everybody. We're watching Caspa. Still on the radar for one of the bigger gains in the trading group. Okay? And, yeah. And thank you for everyone else that jumped on in today. I think I still got to look at Cardano. I'll take a look at that. And we appreciate it. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. 382 people, 254 likes, $67 in chat revenue. You people are absolutely amazing. A $3 win is a $3 win, right? I still take $3. Make sure after the fee, yeah, I still make $3. There you go. Look at the order history. Still a win, man. $3 win. And I pay a very small fee on MEXC. 17-cent fee, dude. Can't beat that. Can't beat that. Boom. That way, it's not a red trade, right? It's another winning trade. I don't give a dang as long as it ain't a loss, man. Could even do a cipher. Jimmy likes ciphering. I'm sorry, Jimmy. I had to. I love you, Jimmy. You're the best, man. Honestly, the energy in the group has been amazing. I've seen a lot of people just, their vibes are so amazingly high. I think my vibe has been the highest it's ever been in my life, every single day of my life. Like, I'm channeling such good energy, and I feel it in the people around me, in my kids, in my wife, in everything in life. So, God bless you all and everyone that's on a high frequency, everyone that's pushing forward for progression, everyone that uses love as their number one main emotion, and gratitude. If you stay in love and gratitude, like I am so grateful today. I have a stand-up desk that I got to buy for $2,000 like 2 years ago, right? When I built my studio. I have 6 monitors. I have every light I need. I have all the camera lenses that I want. I have all the nice suit jackets that I could wear, right? Super chats of people. Like, I have so much to be thankful for. You know what I mean? The weather was beautiful today, and it's October. You know, my wife is loving. My mom is sweet. I have 2 good sisters. I have so many loving people in the trading group. Master friends teaching a class tomorrow to help more people. Like, there's just so much to be grateful for every single day of your life. I'm telling you right now, I live in gratitude every single day of my life. And with that, more abundance comes my way. It just keeps coming my way. It just does not stop. And I find it absolutely amazing. So if you live in abundance, put your thumbs up, put your 333s up. Shout out to everybody here. If you're going to go to sleep in gratitude tonight, put your 333s up. Let me know how you feel, everybody. God bless each and every one of you for being here. Bang, 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 you know. Beautiful weather in October. A little worried, but some hay. Lifer, it's hard not to let certain things shut down all the good in our lives. But you've been a huge component to remember to appreciate the good, man. I'm telling you right now, God gave you this life. When I think about it logically, think about it. You're a being. God created you. You're going to go back to the essence. All this is a show. All this is a show. All the fear, all the pain, everything you're going through, it's all a show. Can you prove your loyalty? Can you make it back to the home base? Can you stay focused and disciplined? And you cannot let material things take, you know. It's just how it is. That's why I will build a miner stuff for Idaho winter at Crypto Plumber. Amen. Shout out to Abdominal Breadman Spaghetti Ragnetti. Thank you for reminding us every single day. I now wake up grateful for my legs every single morning, bro. This community is unreal. Dude, when I started the leg thing, it changes my life. This morning, you know the first thing I did? God, thank you for my legs. I'm so tired. I don't even know what to be thankful for, right? Because you're so tired. You can't even think straight. Sometimes you wake up kind of like groggy. I'll be honest. We do. You wake up. You're not even awake yet. You're like, ugh. That's for me. I'm like, whoa. You know, I got so much. And then I'm like, oh, crypto. I'm the lifer. Sometimes I forget who I am. I wake up. I'm like, dude, you're the crypto lifer. You got to go do an update now. My day, I turn on my computer at 7 a.m. I'm like, dude, you got people waiting. I was like, you got to go. My day starts like, you know what I mean? The second I wake up, I'm like, oh, man, it's time to go. I'm the lifer, bro. Like, it's crazy, right? Because I used to wake up and I was just Sam Price, man. I wasn't the crypto lifer, you know? Like, I was just me. No one, my life didn't revolve around so many people. So, unbelievable, right? Unbelievable. So, I own Mara and Riot. Those are pretty good ideas. God bless you, Mr. Price. We love you. And thank you. Vitality B, thank you for the $2 super chat. Lifer energy rolling, baby. Yeah, so I just, man, gratitude creates this extra energy. So every day when I wake up, I say, dear Lord, thank you for my use of legs. May I walk to the bathroom, right? Because there's someone out there that was in a car accident. That's this morning. I was like, there's some kid out there that was, and I said, you know what I did? Yeah, this morning I got up. I said, thank you for my use of the legs. And I walked to the bathroom. And as I walked to the bathroom, you know what my mind said? My man said, man, there's some 8-year-old kid that was in the car with his mom and dad. And they got hit. And he lost the use of his legs, and it was nothing he did wrong. Like, he just was in a car at 8 years. Like, there's people out there that they were young kids in a car. You know what I mean? Like, their parents were somewhere, and some drunk person went over the lane. Something happened, and that person doesn't have, like, that's happened to people. Like, some people are blind. They were 9 or, like, what a life, right? Like, what a life. And that's true. Like, I can't believe that's real, but that's how hard this life is, babe. Baby, each and every one, babe, but like that's how hard this life is. It's that tough. Like some people can really get dealt a bad deal, man. From the day one, bro. From day one. So like my dad used to look at me. He said, "Sam, you got your eyes, you got your no, you got your all your." He said, "You're smart." He said, "You got everything going for you. You got no excuses not to succeed." You know, no excuse not to succeed. You know, you got to do it. You know, he was right. Right? He was right. So now, so when I woke up this morning, I said, man, thank the Lord I have my legs, because I could have been that 8-year-old kid on the way to grandma's house that got rolled over by some truck. You know, my dad was done that way when I was 3. See? Waiting for the day when Lifer wins a high leverage trade for Bitcoin on stream with the viewers. Bang, bang, bang. Could that be a cup and handle on ADA? Oh, I've hit some high leverage trades. I was away from a $2,000 gain like just on Tuesday night. I had a pretty good high leverage trade. What is it? $5,000 at 20x leverage, right? 333, able to care for my cancer-stricken Vietnam veteran uncle and my mom. Heck, man, I made $5,000 on the trade on this live stream 18 months ago. Like, I used to live trade, man, a lot of spot. I put $15,000 on the line, $20,000 on the line. I spot traded Bitcoin for $15,000. I wasn't, I would take big trades, no leverage at all, spot trading. Watching while taking a shower. It's 5 a.m. here, though. I hope, interesting. You're watching me in the shower. The week screen share was absolutely amazing. Thank you for saying that, Kyra. I appreciate it. Not hit his name. You're so stupid, Burke, man. Why do you got to do that? Funny, man. Bitcoin small pump. Want to close the trade, but going higher. Man, 28,000. Maybe it might go higher. You never know. It's the weekend, though. So, look, can ADA pump back up to the 200 SMA? It's likely. It just has to continue to go sideways, everybody, and Bitcoin has to play ball. We got to hold this point of control, but I could see Cardano getting a move. I see Adam and Eves, and they can be slanted Adam and Eves. So look, this is my new thing I've been experimenting. The idea that's an Adam and Eve double bottom, clear as day. That's a beautiful sign. That's why I'm loading up on more Cardano. I already own tons of Cardano. Trust me, I don't even really need any more. The fact that I'm buying more Cardano is amazing, right? So let's see here. 28,000 for Bitcoin. Where's my spot? There we go. Yeah. Hello's looking interesting, like it could get some legs here. Look at hello. I'm going to look at hello on the chart, but like, see that? Look at this. I see a pullback sideways. When I wake up tomorrow morning, Bitcoin's somewhere, you know, just kind of where it is. Like, I don't see it doing too much tonight. You never know. I could be wrong. But I'm pretty spot on. But you never know. Anything is possible. And the reason why I say that, because older traders say, you know, you don't know who's coming into the trade. No matter what you think, exactly what could happen, you don't know who's coming into the trade. Some whale could come in and just move the market. Like, for me to know where the market's going, I have to know who's coming into the market, right? I don't know who's coming in the market in the next 5 minutes, an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, right? Yeah, that's spent. This thing is spent. Maybe it pumps one more time on the small time frame. Chance that small time frame still makes a gain, but I don't go after stuff like that when the 4 hour's that cooked. See the 4 hour? What a move on this thing, though. So, you know, that, you know, the show came out, people heard about it, and this thing started to moon. I mean, these things are going to move. These things are going to be, look, this thing was down here at half a penny. It's now 6 cents. It was half a penny back in January, right? I started hearing about it, I believe, when it was 2 cents here, right around this area. It's starting to rip to the upside. I like what I'm seeing here for hello. It made a low back down there. And where was the low? We draw a fib from Impulse. Look at that, 886 retracement. If you took it all the way, it's a golden pocket, you know. Adam and Eve, basically, there's your sharp. With the. It's just amazing how this stuff happens over and over again. And then you could take this pattern here. Ooh, R. I use a Radeon AMD. Length to the pole. This tells me it may continue. Daily's just a little high, so you're looking for this to retrace back to the 200 SMA. The ascending cup and handle. Then you pull your fib in here. See? You see how this goes? Like, you only do what the markets let you do. You don't do what you want to do. You come back down to the fib and then hit on the 21. You wait for the 200 to possibly hit on that daily, right? You set support or resistance. Can you stay above the POC? You're mindful of these ideas and you will make gains. If you can control your emotions, all right? Sammy, should we hit the button? I pull another 500 on Cardano for the hold yesterday. Bang, bang, bang. I have a TV on my porch that I've watched on a few times. Drinking coffee. Cool. If Sam wasn't doing the stream, he would make a lot more money trading. We are lucky to have him educating us. Join the trading group, and you will learn a lot more. Shout out to Sebastian Wins. God bless you. Thank you for saying that. I appreciate each and every one of you for being here, and I appreciate it. Hell yeah, hit the like button. Amen. Shout out to Toko Yoklo. God bless you all. Where can you trade? Hello, on MEXC. All right, that's why I'm telling you, I know where the coins are. They're on MEXC. MEXC has the coins that nobody else has that you just can't get anywhere else. Jump on into MEXC today. I'm telling you right now, here's the link. I pinned it so you can make it real easy to join. Just hit this link and you join MEXC. Very simple. Zero spot maker and taker fees. When I buy those coins on the low, right, and I'm on MEXC, bang, like it's zero spot maker and taker fees. This is likely coming back down to the bottom of this channel. Very likely. I could almost bet on it that you're going to see Bitcoin back at 27,560 later on tomorrow. Shout out to Mr. Armstrong. God bless you, brother. You just got to take it, man. Trust in yourself 100%. Sam is a top G, 120. God bless you. Trust in God. Thank you for saying that. Any insight about the Pepe community coin for MEXC? I really wouldn't like going over that. That is like the bottom of the barrel coin. I'm going to put a little on hello, but you know I'm holding hello long term, everybody. And look, it did it freaking since January and February of 2023, right? It's been a year, but even then, I mean, it went all the way to 8 cents from the half a penny. So it did a beautiful 16x this year, right? In May, up to May. I mean, that's a beautiful move. Insiders probably took a little bit of profits, you know, but this thing is on a continue. I see this just going further up. No one knows about this yet. The market cap's really tiny. So you do you. NAKA has been one of the strongest coins in the entire market. NAKA's been absolutely amazing. Like, you can't, like, NAKA has just been absolutely amazing. NAKA, baby. Look at it continuing to rip, too, up 71 cents, and it's in a parabola. Look at it. One flag, two. I remember putting out this flag back at 24, just in June. Then we had this flag going on back at 44. First, we had it here, remember? It was like in something like this. Then it broke down, came back in, and then it's gone. NAKA's just been on an absolute tear. The daily looks like it could continue, right? So you set your support or resistance lines, and like, this is something that was definitely in an accumulation range all the way from May till January. So it went from May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. You had months to buy this thing on the low. And I don't know why I wasn't buying 10 grand of this thing for a couple grand of it every few days and just letting it sit. I messed up here. This is a coin that I knew about. I talked about all the time. I don't even like admitting this, honestly, because like I'm better than that. But I was focused on Caspa and some other coins and even Bitcoin accumulating. But that, I mean, that was just a monster move. And I love NAKA. I always talked about it. It just kind of like, I wouldn't look at it. Next thing you know, I would see it here. And then it just made this quick run up. It did a 10x. It did a 10x. It did a 10x. NAKA, man. And it's like, it's kind of like, now I don't want to touch it because I'm like, it's like, if it does, you know, you could do 100x now, or you could do a 10x from here. It goes to $7. That would be 100x had we got in at the beginning. It just pisses me off, man. You know. But again, I got to move on. It wasn't God's plan for me. See, that's every time I look at something, and you can't say every time. Like, you have to be like, well, I made a mistake, or I could learn from that. So I see this just making another sideways, some more sideways price action, and then continuing. I don't see why this won't continue. It's got the hype. It's got the, you know, it's got the buzz. It's one of the hottest coins in the game. It's got good, it's a gaming, and you know, it's got, and then when Gala got crushed, it's really good for NAKA because they were kind of competitors in a way. Gala, NAKA. So I'd put an alert here on NAKA. It says it can go up even for some swing trade here. I'd like to put 30 grand on it and make like 15 grand off of it. And then I think that would make me like, that would take away some of the burn, you know? So I like NAKA. I want to see it come down, hit the 21, stay fresh, stay above this previous resistance. I could see this thing making some 70%, 77% gains for NAKA. I have an alert. That blue line means put an alert on NAKA. And 7 days a week, everyone, we do this. We don't even take a day off. 7 days a week. Monday through Monday, baby. Every single day. Constantly grinding for you. Looking for the charts that matter. You guys teach me about the coins that matter too as well. You know. Look at Blocktopia, the oldie but goodie. Remember Block? Yeah, that's another one of our oldies that we used to play. Honestly, Block could be doing the NAKA, right? So if we miss NAKA, we could start accumulating Block and just, you know, now they all were still building with Block. A lot of the big companies still had a lot of Block. So yeah, buy. Blocktopia. It just, because it fell into the wayside, no one talked about it. It just, you know, it's the lowest it's ever been at 001. And you could see a month, you know, 10 months from now, could it see it up? You know, anything could happen. This is accumulation. So this is a coin that I believe in, could do numbers. It's funny, is that the slanted Adam and Eve? See, it's like, I'm just toying with these ideas, but see, it's like a slanted Adam and Eve. And your double bottom is just like at an angle, look. Doesn't do it right, you gotta use this, but like, it's almost like you got an angled bottom. 1, 2, you know. But that's accumulation for a coin that I believe has a really good team. I don't see it rug pulling. They made big moves and big gains in the last bull market, and they were a substantial coin. Like, everyone from Binance was making a headquarters in Blocktopia. It seemed like you had to be in there, you know? This coin stinks. I wouldn't even... Let's look at KREST on MEXC. I put it out recently, said it could continue to the upside. Did it moon? It really did. Look at this thing. And went all the way to my target for 108% gains. I just gave you guys this KREST, and this thing mooned. Absolutely mooned for 108% gains. I just gave this to you guys in the trading group. Look at that. Banged on them. 108% gains. Guys, Like, we are fine. Like, it's like almost, I'm going to say it's kind of altcoin season here. You can see here on 9/29, I'm giving you CREST. Look for price to create that right shoulder, and we can get a boom, boom, boom. Look, I'm giving you the right shoulder before it even happened. I'm giving you the exact entry at 4 7/10 cents. I'm giving the exact target at 9 2/10 cents. This thing would go up 108% gains. I give you the stop loss. Everything is a 3 to 4 risk reward ratio. And again, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I'm saying you should be taking as financial advice, but look at this thing moon. Look at that thing moon. Shawno, 108% gains, baby. Post that to the trading group, Shawno. Gains on gains. So we keep, and I haven't been over posting. I've been posting 4 or 5 altcoins here and there, just things that I'm looking at. I don't want to get people too overwhelmed. And man, we are nailing the gains. Like, this is insanity. This looks like it may continue. CREST on the 4-hour looks, to me like it's making a falling wedge here. And it may have some more gas. The stochastics really want to push. That's interesting to me. Draw Fibonacci. See, this is the same thing that I showed you all day, right? $108% gains in a few days. Like, I'm telling you right now, you can change your life with these altcoins if you pay attention. If you focus on what I teach you. My elites, all they did was take my classes and they post the same gains. How are they doing it? It can't be that difficult if they could pick up on it. They have control, though. They have discipline, right? They've learned the pillars of trading. So this could come down to the 618. It might go a little lower, 200 SMA. I wouldn't get in after such a pump like that, but I mean, what a move. But wow, even the 8-hour daily wants to dump on you after a pump like that. Yeah, I would wait for the daily to come back to the 200 and I wouldn't touch it. Chance there is a scalp on the smaller time frames, but what a move for CREST. Elderberry is great for the immune system. Yes, it is. I have elderberry juice. Quercetin and NAC every winter for this guy. Dude, you're smart. Who just said that? Quercetin and NAC, baby. That's what I take, man. You sound like me. And you take that zinc and that liposomal vitamin C that gets absorbed easier. Vitamin D as well. All right. I drink a lot of orange juice, fresh squeezed orange juice. I live and die by. Yes, you good or bad, I drink probably 1 or 2 cups of fresh squeezed orange juice a day, probably more than that. Cass looking amazing. Yeah, I believe Cass looks like he could make a huge move to the upside. So, Burke, definitely do it before it goes crazy again this week. I need to get a bag, bro. A bag of what? What do you want a bag of? No soul today. It's funny. I don't have a bag of Solana either. I'm gonna build a bag of Solana right now. I think it's just gonna be easy money. You know what I mean? If it goes to 10, I'll buy another $5,000. Like, that's my plan. I just bought $2,000 worth of Solana. Stash that. You know what I mean? I'm gonna buy, like, I'll eventually get $10,000 of it, and it can easily get back to $300. Like, it looks like an easy 10 to 20x for Solana. You know, what's your end of the year price prediction on Caspa? I don't really know. I don't know. You know what I mean? I haven't really thought about it. Hello, get new stuffs. Yeah. Matter of fact. Yeah, Circumin is good too. I really, truly believe that. And you know what I also do? Is it here? No, it's not on the desk. I used to have it on my desk. Was the black seed. The black seeds, you know. Used to take the black seeds. Stella, XLM fam, D Shuffle. Had the flu real bad in Maryland once and did Jack Daniel shots all night. Next day, I was a lot better. Funny. Grounding pads too, yeah. I might get some Solana for safety net. Health is wealth, my friends. Mental, physical, spiritual, financial health. Amen. God bless each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. God bless you all. The gains, Sean. The gains, baby. The gains. And everyone, try to be good about getting your gains stacked. If you can, be good about getting your gains to Sean. Make it like a job, you know. Just hit gains, send it over. BLOK 100x to all-time highs. Kind of want some BLOK too, man. But how many coins can you own, you know? 500 BLOK at these lows, though? Blocktopia? Yeah. I bought some Blocktopia now and no one cares. We know the coin, you know? You buy 5 of those, that's $2,500. That could definitely 100x or 50x. So... I hope to see you buy a bag of PRS, Pulse Reflections. I was driving home from work trying to listen, but I never heard you speak on it. No, I've never heard about it, man. I don't know, you know. Brawl Pamping, baby. Fennel good. Is BLOK on MEXC? Yes, it is. It's all on MEXC. Like, that's why I'm on MEXC. Join the trading group. Join MEXC. I'm telling you, they have access to all the coins. And you buy them without paying a fee. It's unbelievable. Like, it's win-win. Look, we're looking at GFAL. It hit my alert. I'm going to move my alert over and reassess the alert again. All right, boom. That alert's still on. When it crosses that, I'll still get the alert. GFAL, I'm in it. This thing looks like it get a move. There is an unlock coming, someone suggested, but damn, I mean, this thing looks good to me. Let the 4-hour pan out. When the 4-hour resets one more time, if we're still inside this channel, we're likely going to moon. Very likely this is beginning a parabola. A lot of the other coins have made their parabolas. We've seen big moves coming. You know what I mean? I made more money trading than I do working, but I'm nervous to quit. Hey, don't worry. Keep both incomes, man. Billionaires have 2 sets of income. Now you have 2 sets of income. You get your trading and you're working. You know? Just wait till the bull run takes you so much money that you don't need to work anymore, that you just can't justify it. You know? That's what happened to me. I was like, I got so much money. I was like, how can I go to... When you got you got so much money in the bank and then someone's paying you a certain amount, you're like, I can't justify going to this job anymore. It just... What will happen is your value will exceed, like, logically, the decision becomes clear to you at one point, you know? So. Trust me, Bitcoin's likely just to kind of slump. Top of the channel, back down to the bottom of this channel. It's just likely going to happen. Because we can't even justify if you broke out or not, because, like, that's really the channel itself, right? So likely you're going to pull back here. But again, you do whatever makes you happy. My 4 coins are GFL, Hello, Caspa, and Ant at the moment. Okay. BTC gains now with my 70FX long from 21,700. Wow. I mean, that's a big gain. If you've been in since 27.1, that's amazing. Was looking at MYRIA as a lottery play. Yeah, it's possible. You know what I mean? Blockchain brawlers, people said is going bananas right now. Nice little pump there. Looks like someone asked me about it. I don't know when. I have these. Oh, I draw an Adam and Eve on this thing. Look at that. Look, it just so simple. Like, you just find an Adam and Eve, buy it, and forget about it. Come back in 2 weeks and get paid. So crazy, right? Like, these things are obvious, but the emotions keep you from doing them. It's so crazy. All right, but that's an Adam and Eve right there. Look at that. You can see I drew it. I didn't draw this today. And I just drew the line. As it gets above there, boom. Funny. Focused on Bitcoin, Joy, Casper, GAI, and GFL. Have you have any GAI or DCK or CDC? No. What is GAI? See, another new coin that I get to find out about here. Generative. Well, I can't even get the market cap on it. Tiny. Uniswap at OpenOcean. A community-driven artificial intelligence platform built to empower AI contributors with community-built open-source AI models. Users can generate AI visual art and list it as NFT in seconds. The problem with current AI-generated platforms is a creative system paid in fiat. Typically, those credits are locked in a single ecosystem without interruptibility. Guys, and the utility token to power the platform in exchange for compute time. Stakers on the network will be compensated to validate. I like it. I like this idea already. This is interesting. This could do numbers. It's a tiny coin. Like, no one knows about this thing. All-time low is 6 cents. It's already at 24 cents. Interesting. Tiny market cap. We don't know much about it. $10 million in the total supply. That's a very small supply. Fully diluted. Interesting. That is a very small supply. Generate your image and list for sale in seconds. The moon sitting on a desk. Generate. Amazing. Is it really going to do it? I have interest in the bond coin. Need a VPN for that place or any like place. Yeah. Plumber, it's a solid pick. You got to think Guy is going to get at least hit $100 million market cap. Connect wallet first. I forgot. You got to buy a prompt, see? Anyway, looks pretty interesting. DORKL is Pepe's father. It's my meme to 500x, 2 million market cap. Same creators of Pepe. DORKL is my meme to 500x, 2 million market cap. DORKL, huh? Just came out. Be careful, everyone. High risk. I wouldn't do it, but DORKL. And $2 million market cap. Ethereum address. This is ridiculous. You heard it here first, though. It could 100x. You never know. But be careful, man. I don't like to get into these crazy things. Want to ask just people to play their games on the stream instead of try to show their coin. DORKL, just time to get serious before the bull. Red flag for me personally. Right? Pepe's rare NFTs that I collect. Ridiculous. So ridiculous, man. Anyway, shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Bitcoin at 28,050, doing a little bit of a dance here. Could it continue to get that level to the upside, right? Let's take a look back at that 7-minute pump and see how it looks. Is it sustainable? And like, are we breaking out of this flag? Like, is that what we saw with a retest possibly, you know? So ugly. I guess you gotta say it broke out. Yeah, and then we had the rising wedge that went parabolic. Now you're pumping 28,071. Just overbought on those Stokes. Did the 1 minute have legs? Yeah, the 1 minute had legs. Look, you could have traded this 1 minute flag. I didn't look at it. See? Perfect flag. This is how Juice WRLD makes gains. This is like big money on the smaller time frames, low stochastic, boom. Right? Get in at 28,000, get out at 2876, call it a day. This looks like it has legs to the upside too, but you're getting a bearish divvy. Nice short squeeze on the night though. Still holding for 27,850. I mean, Gala done paid promotion last bull run and pumped like nuts. Yeah. It's not getting sold where it has been. Will Bitcoin hold 28K? Hey, Sam, do you remember the title of the video, Miami Food? No, but you'll find it. It's not that far down. Holding GAI long term. Bitcoin pumping now. Shorts getting squeezed. I still feel like it's going to like ding and just end up down here again. Just too overbought for me. But again, if it breaks out here, then look for the retest. It could continue. Technically does have a measured move all the way up to 29,005. Could it pump on a Saturday night to 29.5 on low volume? Anything could happen, but it's just so unlikely. It's so unlikely. But you never know. Technically, this was the flag that it just broke out of. And that has a measured move. If you just play, you know, a lot of times you just play the regular stats. This says you're going to 28,600. That's the measured move of this flag if you just play the flag and nothing else. See, acting stupid to me is the best way to trade. Like, just duh, like line, line, line. Like, I make the most gains when I just do what the trades tell me to do and nothing else, right? Let's take a look at XLM USDT. That's on KuCoin. It's also on MEXC, Stellar Lumens. Actually, I have a call out for Stellar Lumens, right? It's at the 618 fib. Looks like it's going to move. XRP, it's hitting this retracement. Stellar Lumens looks like a big move is coming. It's just taking its time on the 3-day chart. But I see a move coming for Stellar. And I've been talking about it to my trading group. I put this out there. It's taken days. It's been 6 days since I put it out. This trade will take some time. It's a big coin with a large market cap. It's not going to rip like some little coin, but when it rips, it will rip. So Stellar Lumens on the radar for a gain. If you like holding something long term, it looks like Stellar could make some gains. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I say and do should be taken as financial advice. And but I like what I'm seeing here for Stellar Lumens. Okay. I can't believe I'm here Saturday nights, right? I'm sweating like a bull right now. GFL made a new all-time high just now. Really? I don't think so. Maybe you're right. I didn't think so, though. Oh, I think you're right. Okay, it did. Yeah, it just wicked up. Wow. Came back down, though. Daily's a little overbought. You'd think the daily would come back down, so we got to wait for this explosive move in the smaller time frame. Or the 3-day. I mean, the 3-day says we're going to eventually reset. But because the 21's not that far away, it tells me this is going to continue to move. If the 3-day was really far away from the 21, then because it's not, this thing has probably big legs. I want 100K of that. Waiting. Yeah. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. Remember, if you came to the channel, then you're already doing the right thing. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. Remember, if you came to the channel, then you're banging on them. God bless everybody here. Thank you for being here. We'll continue to work extremely hard for you. Do not forget about class. It is tomorrow. You can get into class right now by hitting that QR code or emailing cryptolifers@gmail. You could even go to cryptolifer.com. All right, this is the easiest thing to do, everyone. We didn't have it in place before, but now we do. Go to cryptolifer.com, head over to support, hit contact us, say, I'd like to join the class. Right here, say name, check the issue. You know, you just say general inquiry. I'd love to join the class tomorrow. Submit. We'll get your name, we'll get your email, we'll find a way to get you into that class. This is such an easy way to ask about anything you need. All right. If you need anything, please use this support form. My wife gets the email immediately. It's not like it goes into some database and we get back to you in 2 days. My wife, that's like texting my wife, and she treats each and every one of you like family. She will text you back like family, you know, so to speak. So God bless everybody here. Thank you for jumping on in. Go to cryptolifer.com to join the trading group today. We greatly appreciate it. MEXC, you all want to see all these different coins. You kept asking, where do we find these coins? That means there's new people on the stream that have never been here before. We had to have new people here. Hit the link right here to join the MEXC link. It'll blow your mind. Everyone, thank you so much for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. Join today here. See, I had the thing over it, but join today. All right. And everyone, thank you so much. I love you all, and I can't wait to see you tomorrow morning for our Sunday morning update, and we'll be back at it again like we are every single day. God bless you, and I'll see you tomorrow for another beautiful live stream. Thank you so much for everything, everyone. I greatly appreciate it, and yeah, Words of gratitude is the attitude every single day. Gratitude creates abundance. If we stay in a state of gratitude when we wake up and we stay in a state of gratitude when we go to sleep, life can only continue to grow and get better and progress. So stay in the present moment and stay in gratitude. Those two things will take care of, and believe in God. Those three things really takes care of almost every other issue in the world, man. I love you all, and don't live in fear. Fake emotions acting real. You do those 4 things, you're going to be a star. You can, you will, you are the best. I'm going to see you tomorrow. God bless you all. Thank you so much for being here. Over and out. Lifer. See you tomorrow, man. And ladies. And we will do the soul super chat for you real quick right off the bat. We were just messing with you. We wanted to see if you had any patience. Just taking you to that next limit. You know what I mean? Let's take a look at Solana, which will likely follow Bitcoin. Sol must hold that level. Put a trade out for it, but it's kind of sideways right now. Hasn't hit the stop loss. Hasn't done really anything. So let's take a look at Solana. All right. Let's take a look at the daily for Solana and break it down. Let's take a look at our 3-day, actually. So remember, rounded bottoms pay the bills. Solana starting to make a rounded bottom. All right. Starting to do that thing. Kind of left it, came back inside. I almost feel like it left and came back in. It makes more sense there. Bit of a shoulder, head and a shoulder. An uptrend here for Solana too as well. So you got yourself an ascending triangle. Very similar to kind of XRP. Almost makes me believe like XRP wins that case or something happens, they get a settlement. There's talks of them possibly getting a settlement sooner than later. And XRP is in this similar to, so XRP breaks out. And could that create a bigger breakout for a lot of other coins? See how we have the 200 SMA dwindling. 3 days getting a little high for me, which tells me that we may just consolidate here for a while. But that it still tells me that this ascending triangle will make a move to the upside. Let's take a look at our daily. Our daily is flipping, but still sideways price action. You're a little overbought on the MACD and the RSI. All right. And move into your 4-hour time frame. You're in a flag that could break out. So watch this flag. At the end of the day, this is kind of what you're looking for, right? And if that can break on out, so there you go. Stop loss below the flag. There's nothing else you can do. At the end of the day, like everyone thinks trading is, at the end of the day, you pick a place to get in, you pick a stop loss, and you see if you can get the profit, right? Like at the end of the day, like that's as simple as it is, right? There's no like everyone thinks about trading. Like I'm gonna do it. At the end of the day, like you pick a place to get in, you put a stop loss, and you see if you can get to the take profit. And you do it over and over again, and you perfect ways to get better at it. Like, and you only learn by doing. You can watch 100 YouTubers, but you got to learn. That's why my trading group is a place where you can actually post your charts and get it in. So Solana looks pretty good to me on the 4-hour, but not on the bigger time frame. So you got to keep in mind, but that could be a nice scalp to $30. It would take a lot of money to do that. It's a bigger coin. So, and with the daily where it's at, it just doesn't look as, ideal to me, but it's possible. And there's your update for Solana. Thank you so much, Freddie. Hope you didn't leave. He probably did, though, right? Look, All right. All right, everyone. I'm out for the night. Thank you so much. Stay in gratitude. I'll see you tomorrow. God bless. Till tomorrow.